Especially if the video's off. You know what I need to do? I'm probably just going to just bust out and get me a new Mac and give this Mac to my little cousin. Hey, everybody on StreamYard. It is 10:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. This is Thomas Hoodoo on a Monday night, Readings and Conjure with Theodore Beaulieu, which is me. And I'm going to try to share with the ladies that I'm in StreamYard. I think I'm knocked off. Hold on. I'm going to sign back in. I know we've had the struggle before. We always have the struggle. Always. That's why I'm getting off. I'm getting off. Exactly. I'm going to log back in. You always have the struggle with Club Deck. It's Clubhouse, but I'm actually on Club Deck because I like to be on my computer. And yeah, you always have this good dang struggle. But no, it's a beautiful Monday night, and I am enjoying myself. So I like to come on here, especially during the late nights, talk about hoodoo and conjure, talk about different remedies, a little bit of gossip, a little bit of everything. And as always, I'm going to always shout out to Nosy Ho, Sister Marley, for inspiring me to get back onto YouTube. Always going to do that because she's the reason why I'm here. She is. I always check out Nosy Ho Live. Nosy Ho Live, really, really good commentary about gossip. I just love Sister Marley. I love her. She's just so much fucking fun. And I love it. I told her this morning, I'm going to do a reaction to her videos. Just do a reaction to it. Y'all should see the faces. I know y'all will get a complete kick out of it just laughing. Just laugh at me. I don't give a fuck. It's just so funny. Because when she's talking, I'm shocked. And then I'm laughing. And then I'm like, then I feel good. And then I'm giggling. Not a high giggle. And then I'm happy. I'm always happy. But I'm happier. So probably bring joy to somebody. See a silly face like mine having fun. Probably. But no. I think she's just amazing. So deeply appreciative of her. I asked Nosy too earlier today. I was sending out a shipment of Gregory's. I still got 3 more to make. I'm going to start on that Monday tomorrow. Whether she. Oh, hey y'all! I'm back online. Ooh, I'm back on Clubhouse, y'all. Let's see how. Hey y'all! Sorry, I'm back. I'm on Clubhouse now. Listen, if y'all want to come over to Clubhouse, I'll leave a link for everybody. Because Clubhouse on my desktop is not acting right. But I'm still going to be here, definitely. Going to be on both platforms. Seems to be okay already as it is. Definitely. Just be on both platforms. Not a big deal. Until Clubhouse really starts to treat me like a redheaded stepchild, and then I gotta go. Now, concerning Ifukima. Now, concerning your daughter with going about getting rid of come to me, boy, oil. Are you sure that's? I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, what's happening to her? I should be asleep, but I had to be nosy. Hey, LA Cruz. Hi, honey. Hi. Let's be nosy with me, honey. Shit. Be nosy with me. LA Cruz is on. Is on StreamYard. Hang out with me. Now, I want to place the link into into Club Deck, and okay, it's taking some time, and there we go. Press it on, and let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. Now I can see the messages. I couldn't even see the messages. She was nervous because she saw TikTok where a boy liked a girl that had put a little spell on him, asking me how to reverse it. She said he acted odd. She said he's acting odd. She was nervous because she saw a TikTok where a boy killed a girl that had put a little spell on him, asking how to reverse it. She said he's acting odd. Okay. So does she feel that her perfume is doing this to him? Or this oil? Honey, if it's an intentional oil, and if she's placed intention into that oil, specifically aimed in his direction, that's not a spell, that's just intention. That's all that is. If this little girl had actually put a spell on someone, then that's a whole different thing. You gotta be careful with that nowadays. Hey, Adele. Hi, honey. Yeah, you can really, really gotta be super careful with that. Now, one thing that I would do, in all honesty, um, one, don't wear the oil ever again. But two, to guard herself, because when you're pitting spell, when you go about doing spirit work on people, even if it's just simple spell work, people right now we don't necessarily have a veil. I've always said the spirit veil is very, very thin, if we have one at all. One thing that I would recommend, of course, is just um, protecting herself. And I'm gonna assume that, of course, if she's tapping into his mojo to cause reaction from him, but just setting intention for love and care, then more than likely she's opened herself up to him, and she needs to basically protect her sword and shield. Can do that, but with sulfur, sea salt, even hematite, obsidian, shungite. Of course, there's a number of ways that you can go about protecting your sword and shield, and just protecting yourself. There's a number of ways you can do that. But as far as reversing, come to boil oil. If she just wore the oil with intention, not necessarily the spell itself, um, it'll wear off. Sweet Lord, these kids these days and magic. I would just go about just protecting herself. That's all, honey. But if she hasn't done an actual spell, then she probably has nothing to worry about. But everybody could utilize a little bit of protection. So a little bit of valerian root. I mean, she can go about creating a red mojo. A little bit of valerian root, a little bit of camphor, shungite, obsidian, sulfur, definitely. These things could definitely help. And little plastic nickel bag, and placing that in a mojo bag. And there you go. You're fine. And there you go. Okay. So everybody could use. I recommend that for everybody to create a little red mama jamma. So I'm going to repeat the. This is actually called a red mama jamma. It contains, and a lot of people on Clubhouse they already know it. Obsidian, volcanic glass, and it's the shape of a little bead. Shungite, which is fossilized carbon. Valerian root, which takes on the mojo of everything and anything. Okay. Uh, frankincense oil. Thank you. Camphor. All right. Place all these things in a red mojo bag. Place. It's going to be about a tablespoon valerian root, tablespoon of sulfur, a small piece of camphor or a tap of camphor, a piece of or a bead of obsidian, a piece of shungite. All right. 10 drops of frankincense. Seal that mojo bag up, place it in a red mojo bag, put that, if you're a girl, put that in your bra, or hang it around a red string. And that's called the red mama jamma. And it works beautifully to protect you. We all could use that little extra spiritual protection. Definitely. And there you go. Ha! So definitely, she can just protect her space. That's all. Probably help her manifest. Also, to make sure she does. I also recommend sea salt baths for about up to 2 weeks. Mild sea salt baths itself. Mind you, take a regular bath, a regular shower. Pick 2 tablespoons, a cup and a half of sea salt, 1 cup of Epsom salt. Soak in the bath up to 30 minutes. Let everything dissolve. Soak in the bath. Put a little bubble oil in it. But soak in the bath itself, and then let all the water run out the tub. Get under the shower. Wash the sea salt off, including everything that's trapped with it, and then go to bed. You can towel dry. This spirit bath you can towel dry. It's just salt, honey. And also too, y'all. I used to not take baths, just like have to rinse out the salt residue because there's no need to. But some of us have very sensitive skin. So I'm always going to recommend washing out the salt residue because it makes you itchy, and especially if you have eczema or a history of eczema, it's just going to make it worse. So we're going to just rinse it off now. Or what you could do, like what I recommend to Sister Asha, is go and take some fine milled sea salt inside that canister of sea salt. Put equal amounts of virgin olive oil with some frankincense, some myrrh or frankincense oil, 10 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of myrrh, and 10 drops of bergamot. And there you go. Now, after your regular bath or shower, go ahead on, keep the water on, spread this salty oil mixture. You don't need that much, and just smear it all over your body. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. But it's sea salt itself. Let it sit. Let it stand on your body outside of the shower for about a minute, 2 minutes. Rub it gently, gently into your skin, and then rinse it all off. Now back and front. Now, if you want to do your back, take a nice body brush, put a little bit on the body brush, and scrub your back very gently. Back, shoulders. Don't get in your booty crack. Salt doesn't feel good down there, nor in your coochie coochie. Please avoid these areas. Thank you so much. And there we go. Yeah. And then rinse everything off. Use lukewarm water so we don't rinse the oil off. And now your body is absolutely moisturized, along with spiritual protection. Your body's moisturized. Yeah. It's just a light salt scrub. And there you go. She needs to just hold better space for herself now. And a good spirit bath, salt scrubs, that'll do. Low red lemon jama, that will definitely do. All right, very good. Amazing. Okay, now hold on, everyone. I'm going to see. Hi, y'all. I'm back on streaming. Hi, Sugar Candy. Hi there, Kenya. Would acrimony work for protection too? Acrimony is excellent for protection. Absolutely. I can see y'all. Hi. Hi, honeys. Hey, Rokia. Hello. Hi, Sugar Candy. What's going on, honey bunny? Tonight we just talk about hoodoo and conjure. So I'd like to talk about everything. Conjure and hoodoo is going on. Now, also to keep in mind, if you have questions, I'm here to answer your questions tonight, Monday. I want to start a whole entire tradition. It's not that many of us. Nobody really knows about me on YouTube. I kind of like it that way. But listen, before things start to kind of blow up and really, really grow, I want to start traditions because I'm really new here on YouTube. And as well as I'm also streaming to Facebook and Smutbag Twitter, or the site normally known as XXX, which is basically a really cheap version of OnlyFans. But I'm posting on there too. So let's start a tradition. Every Monday, asks your questions. Questions about magic, hoodoo, and conjure, spirit boards, everything you need to know concerning magic. Ask away. Or advice. And also to keep in mind, I will do readings up here too. Readings are 45 per hour. Now I also do private readings as well. That's on my link, my linked, what's it called? The link tree? On my link tree. I'm actually getting back on Club Deck, y'all. That's on my link tree. Now, ask away. Now, everybody, it's 40 minutes after 10 Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. Hi. It's probably a little bit later. Now, oh, Eva Kima got back to me. She was nervous because she saw. Oh, I saw that. Shoots. Yeah, Clubhouse is acting really strange. Oh, damn it! I didn't mean to hit that. Okay, good. Hi, Otter. Ha. Ah, very, very good. Hello, honey. Oh shit, y'all! I think the room closed. Did it? I think it did. Uh-oh. No, it's still here. Damn, it's slow. No, on Clubhouse. You listen. If you have a desktop or laptop, you can get Clubhouse by an app or an online download called Club Deck. And no, it does not work right. But it because if you lose your phone, you can still log into your Clubhouse account on Club Deck. There we go. All right, hi y'all. Now listen, the link concerning StreamYard is in there. I'm gonna try to leave this room as open as much as I possibly can. Well, hopefully Sister Asha will continue to hold space for me. As I hex her baby daddy. I'm not playing. That fucker is messing up my plans. I listen, I want you and the baby to be in Virginia's living the softest life you can fucking live. I want a life like cotton, soft. Like, where did you come from? Oh God, you again. Go away. You're messing things up. Just like a man to mess things up. Just like go away. I shouldn't say that. I'm a boy myself, but I'm one of the good ones. Not really. Listen, I'm a boy, but not really a boy. Like a man, but not really. Absolutely. I kind of stand on the fence. I'm on the fence, pretty much. But no, listen, there's some really beautiful guys out there. Beautiful, beautiful men. I come across them every day, sweetie. The sound went off? I know, but I logged back on. I think it did too. I tried to join on Clubhouse, but it wouldn't let me in. Oh, shit. See? Well, come over here. Hi. Now, listen, everybody, we have questions going on. Now, everybody, join me on Club Deck. That's going, not Club Deck, but StreamYard. Join me on there. If Clubhouse is acting up, that's why I have over here. Hi. Now, since everyone's on Club Deck now, sorry, StreamYard. Now we're gonna go about and pretend that everything's normal. It's not. So here we go. Now, one thing that I am gonna do, I'm gonna do something that, and I'm not gonna give away a lot of them, but I want to talk about must. Now, see, on Clubhouse, with a lot of the spiritual brethren, a lot of our spiritual brothers and sisters, we're always talking about, of course, Southern Conjure, definitely, and we do it every night. One thing that I'm really, really proud about, and I'm so proud about this, and I don't think y'all know this, but where we have real, okay, in oil recipes, follow me boy oil, rich pussy oil, rich girl oil, all the most beautiful conjure oils there is. Love, master oil, you should dominate somebody, money oil. All of these oils will take a type of musk. And the musk you have to make on your own. And finding a natural musk recipe to basically center and ground these oils into your intention is nearly impossible. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. It's nearly impossible to find these musk oils. So what I'm going to do is leave. I'm going to pin on here for the whole entire world Only 3 recipes for musk oils. Don't ever say I didn't give you anything. Merry Christmas. Now, the reason why I say this, now I know my family's been making intentional oils for a very long time. I don't make them. Like I told Sister Asha in our reading today, I don't even do spell jars. I don't like to do them. I create gree-grees. I put spirits and fabric bags. I know how to create a spirit. I know how to collaborate with the universe, collaborate with nature, collaborate with ancestors, and create a conscious spirit like a freaking that conscious spirit will guard you, and you can sit it out, and it can conjure anything you want. Some things take time, but it's working. It's better than what you had. I bet you get it. Takes some time, but it's a conscious spirit. Now that I can do, mind you. And as soon as I got a phone with Sister Asha, I thought about that. Creating conscious spirits is really difficult. It's a lost art. Daddy knows how to do it. Nana does. Nana, no, she doesn't do things like that at all. Um, but creating conscious spirits, baby, nobody knows how to do that but me. I don't know other conjure people that can do that. Sachets, mochos, gree-grees. Now, people do create gree-grees, but they don't have conjure spirits. They're more intentional based in utilizing your conjure. These are not actual articulated spirits that you can send out into the world to do your will. No, that's not what that is. And that's what old school Grigris coming from Africa back thousands of years ago, that's what Grigris did. Well, that's what I do. You know what? I'll leave you the site. Listen, this is for everybody moving forward. Who's going to see this online, going to listen to this. Maybe they're listen. Oh, I have to get railroad spikes too. I got to get 2 of them. Oh my goodness, there we go. I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, I got to get railroad spikes. Ooh, yeah. So I got to get 4 of them. I'm going to keep that open. I love railroad spikes. Railroad spikes are freaking amazing. They really, truly are. I love them. The magic itself, it suits me so well. There we go. Beautiful. I wonder where these people are getting their railroad spikes from. You know what? I'll look at that later. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on just a minute. Sacred. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. So listen. Now the part of the site you're gonna go to. You know what? I'll leave the site in the thing so everybody can look at it. hmm Now also too, when it comes to Conjure itself. Um, hmm, there we go. Now check down there. Now the link that I'm going to actually leave in the in StreamYard itself is going to be a link that everybody can go to. There, right, just like that. Beautiful. Do that right for everybody. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I know, you know what? I know the sound always cuts off. Always cuts off, unfortunately. Now hold on. I didn't see that. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. Okay, I used to harvest the tines myself from an abandoned tract. Really? I hope you didn't go at nighttime, Otter. Because remember, girls going to tracks at nighttime. I should do the same thing. But I don't there's no damn railroad yards in and around LA. I'm pretty sure there are, but they're way far out. Yeah. I did come across one dormant railroad yard. It's not too far from it, right off in Compton. But it's behind a damn fence, behind a freaking fence. Yeah, daytime. Definitely daytime. It's behind a freaking fence. So I'm gonna go to Etsy and harvest and get something. I don't like doing that though. depending on other people to give me railroad tracks or buying railroad tracks because I don't even know where the hell they get them from. I know. Oh, you know what? I'll go to Jessica, House of Hoodoo. I can trust Jessica. I'll get my, yeah, that's what, shit. That's exactly where I'm going to go. House of Hoodoo. I'll go to Jessica. Because Jessica, House of Hoodoo, everybody. Um, Jessica, we know of her family. We're probably fucking cousins somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, everybody related to everybody else in Louisiana, probably. So, now I know she has railroad ties because I see them. I always see every time I go to there. A few times I've been there, they're always in the back. And Jessica knows my grandparents. I think Jessica knows my grandparents more than she knows me because every the few times I've been there, she's always acknowledged them and then like looked at me funny. Not really funny, just joking. Well, not really, but like, who are you? All right, here we go. I shouldn't say that. It's the truth, though. It really is the truth. It's like she looked at my grandparents. Hi, who are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, railroad spikes. Yeah, there we go. Jessica has them. Let me see how she's. Now I can trust them from Jessica definitely because she's a hoodoo like I am. Everybody, I'm gonna put in Jessica's information concerning House of Hoodoo in Louisiana. Oh, two results. I knew she had them, and I know she'll get my order out ASAP too. There we go, baby. Those are the nice ones. Her oils is pretty good too. Protection oil is $23. That's a good price for an oil. Let me leave her information up in here too, so that folks online, whenever you see this video, it's going to be live in a few hours. Hi, then you can go pay her a visit. Yeah, these look good. Now these are the real Southern spikes. Typically purchase 2 or 4. Spell power tool for protecting for home and space. Who are you? Uh, Sold individually. She sells them 6 at a time. So if you get 2, that's 12. Yeah. Oh shit. They're sold out. You bring me to this page, Jessica. They're sold out. I can't buy them. Oh, frick frack. Oh, Lord. Damn it. She sells out stuff so dang fast. Ugh. Well, anyway, here's her site, House of Hoodoo. Go support Jessica. She's probably one of my cousins. Child people, the men in my family, Balloons, Scotts, Millers, Nelsons, Hargroves, didn't know how to keep their dick in their pants. So she probably is. They said Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, and Texas, a new high population, and South Carolina, from what I'm now beginning to understand. Here we go. I'm going to leave the link inside. Yeah, so you guys can go to her site too as well. Just sweetie pie. You can call the Botanica. I am going to call her so she can keep me on the phone for 3 hours at a time. Yeah, the oils just smell good. She makes beautiful oils. Should I get them a Conjure sister? She's another one. So I can trust her. Conjure sister has them. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's where I'm going next time. Because I need about 2 more. Y'all, I wear railroad spikes. I wear them. I know. I have one on my left leg, one on my right leg. I have to ground myself all this mojo. I have to ground it. And I'm constantly sending out conjure spirit. I gotta protect myself as I protect y'all. If my shit don't go right, well, stuff pops up for y'all. So, and I gotta protect myself very well. Here we go. Obsidian. Oh, thank you so much, Sister Otter. Thank you very much. So, Sister Otter put in the ingredients for, yo, listen, Clubhouse didn't, it's blocked me again. I'll go open it one more time. See if I can. It's probably closed. I know I'm gonna give you the must recipe. Hey Sylvia, honey. I'm going to give you the must recipe as soon as, okay, y'all have the house of Hoodoo for Jessica. Let me try to log into Clubhouse. Room is probably closed. All right. Now, okay, here we go. Now, this is, let's do the musk. Let's do that already. This is a very, very basic musk's fragrance. It is basic. You're not going to get it anywhere. You know what? In fact, I'll give you three. And one of them is going to be a very complicated aroma. Very, very complicated. Okay. Very complicated. Um, well, it's very inherent. It's an old remedy for musk. Really beautiful. It makes some of the best come to be boy oils, come to be girl oils, domination oils. And mind you, let's say you're making rich pussy oil. And of course, rich bitch oil, rich pussy oil, of course, it's filled with ylang ylang, gardenia, rose odo going on. But you're going to need about 5 drops of a very good solid musks in order to really, really tap into that mojo. Well, here's the one you use. There's going to be 10 drops of vanilla. Thank you. 7 drops of cedarwood. 7 drops of myrrh. These are essential oils, thank you. 9 drops of frankincense. 9 drops of patchouli. See, it is a really basic, um, really basic remedy or formula for musk. Very, very basic. Now, I would place this in a light carrier oil. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to do essential oil, if you're going to create a musk oil that's more so an essential oil, and you're going to create, and you're not going to mix it with anything, no chaser, no sweet almond oil, no apricot oil, and you're going to use this, excuse me, and you're going to use this as a add-on to other oils, then I highly recommend, for instance, if you're going to take a 14-ounce bottle, then you're going to quadruple this formula and make a whole, utilize it to make a whole 14-ounce bottle. Definitely. Excuse me, what the hell is coming from? Now, for 14 ounces, what we're going to do is, for 14 ounces, what we're going to do is take vanilla. First, start out with 14. Hold on. Where is my little bottle? I have my little itty bitty bottle. Now, the little itty bottle that I like so much, this is 10 milliliters, which is 0.34 ounces. Okay. Now, I like this. This is small enough, okay? Very, very small enough to go about utilizing this elixir. It's pure musk oil. So, if you're going to create 0.34 ounces, which is the typical size concerning musk oil, or the typical size concerning most essential oil, most essential oil bottles. Instead of 10 drops, you're going to add 20, or actually 30 drops of vanilla. Okay. If it's adding 30 drops of vanilla, then we're going to add 27 drops of cedarwood, 27 drops of myrrh, 9 drops of frankincense. Not 9 drops. We got 30, 28 drops of frankincense, 28 drops of patchouli. Now you still need carrier oil, so we're going to be working in teaspoons. So what I want you to do, I want to create this oil as an essential oil unto itself with no mixer. So first you're going to have to really truly understand how, okay, let's do some simple math. How many teaspoons is in 0.3 full ounces. Here we go. Let's 0.34 ounces. Let's convert this into teaspoons. Into teaspoons. And that'll give us a better understanding. How many teaspoons is this? 0.34 ounces. Now, ounces to teaspoon converter. Here we go. You can find anything on Google. All right, now I have ounce value. We have 0.34. No, it already started out with 1. So the ingredient is going to be essential oil. Excuse me. Hold on, y'all, just a minute. Let's just stick with water. Oh, Lord. It's slow. Having it on Clubhouse slows down my other pages too. 0.34. Convert to. Oh, God. Yeah, it's slowing everything down. 0.34 ounces. Convert. That's not working. Ounces into teaspoons. There we go. No, that's not going to work at all. Only because, bear with me. I'm having to. Okay, so it's 2.4 teaspoons. So 0 point times 6. No. This would be so much easier if this computer worked a little bit faster. Wow, capacity ounce to teaspoons. It's 2.24 teaspoons. And that makes perfect sense. Now keep in mind, in this oil, we have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 ingredients. So we're going to divide by 2.4. And that's going to give you the amount of each and every ingredient that has. That's 2.24 teaspoons. Oh, funny God, go away. Okay, there we go. Now we converted that into drops. So what's going to have to happen, now how many drops are basically in a teaspoon? A teaspoon of drops turning to the metric size of drops, which is hard to do. But it's going to be in each teaspoon, it's going to be 35 to 40 drops per teaspoon. So that means that was about right, definitely. So you're going to use around about 30 drops containing vanilla, 27 drops for cedarwood, 27 drops for myrrh. Now mind you, 27, 26, 25 drops. No, that's a little bit more. So it's going to be 28, 29 drops of frankincense, 29 drops of patchouli, and there you go. And you should be fine. Absolutely. It'll fill it right up. It'll fill it right up almost to the very, very end. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. And now you have a nice vital essence of myrrh, of a really beautiful, really basic oil itself, which is really, really good. Ha! Are you metaphysical hoodoo scientists, Gems? Oh, no. No, you know what I'm doing is that you have to figure it out. Girl, I hate math. And math doesn't like me. And the thing about it, I just can't stand math. But you have to figure those things out. Only because you have to if you want to get this right, now mind you, we can add like the exact recipe that Daddy has subscribed here. But he always adds apricot. Either you have a nice, beautiful 1 ounce carrier oil. Now, if you have 1 ounce oil with all those drops, it's going to give you about 14 ounces, which is a nice size of carrier oil. But we're going to add these drops to other carrier oils, such as you're going to have carrier oil, let's say in the original bottle, well, the second bottle, you're going to put everything in. So we're going to add this musk oil and these one, two, three, and these five essential oils mixed together to create a very specific fragrance. But it has to be in its natural essential oil nature, not diluted by any carrier oil. Because the thing about it, I've made these oils before, and I didn't bother diluting, and I didn't bother, coming up with the straight essence of these essential oils mixed up. I would always mix them up as prescribed to Daddy. And yes, I like to use sweet almond oil instead of apricot kernel oil. Apricot kernel oil is expensive, so I would use sweet almond oil, which is still a great oil. But if it's calling for 10 drops in, let's say, a sweet rich pussy oil, well, the oil is it's already been watered down. Well, not watered down, but thinned down. So that musk fragrance that you really do need, it can be there, but it's going to oxidize a lot faster until after around about 2 or 3 weeks on the shelf, or 2 or 3 weeks after you send it to your clients, they're going to notice that that musk fragrance is going to get less and less and less and less until they're not going to be able to smell it anymore. That musk fragrance is the hidden gift of a lot of these intentional oils. It truly is. And that musk fragrance is going to carry over the intention of what that oil is actually created to do. And it smells so good. So the base notes is always going to be that musk fragrance. That's one of the reasons why I really want to make sure that we go about utilizing just essential oils and placing them in that oil's vehicle, which will be in the intentional oil that you're creating. Now, that's the basic musk oil itself. And this is taking freaking forever. Oh Lord. No, girl. Okay. Child. All right. Now keep in mind. Um hmm. Now if you want, now here's the one that I want to add. Now, this is a basic sapphire sapphire recipe. Now, this is an old French recipe. Remember, from Orleans. So this is an old French recipe. 12 drops of labdanum, Labdanum. You can get oh Lord, I can never say this word. Labdanum. Labdanum. Whatever. You can get that from, you can actually get it off Amazon. And they sell the natural essence too. Now, that's 12 drops, 24 drops of oak moss absolute, and then 64 drops of bergamot. This creates a musk that is absolutely beautiful. This is a musk that we call a happy musk because of bergamot. It has more of a citrus overtone. More of a, yeah, citrus overtone. But it is very masculine and it's a very rich, robust type of musk. More masculine. Now, if you're going to create a floral sapphire, which I've recommended with my black cat, never forget this pussy oil, which is on my Patreon. This is 10 drops of lavender, 20 drops of oak moss absolute, 4 drops of vetiver, 5 drops of patchouli. These are all essential oils. 10 drops of jasmine, 20 drops of rose otto, 15 drops of ylang ylang, 5 drops of lavender, and 36 drops of bergamot. 36 drops. Now, ask yourself, like, my God, that smells really. Can you imagine how good that smells? Now, keep in mind, a lot of these oils you're supposed to put in, of course, 1 ounce of a carrier oil. You don't have to do that. Not at all. In fact, take your 0.32 ounce bottles, the preferably amber, brown amber bottles. Place the oils, place the oil mixtures inside. Keep them keep them separate from any carrier oil and use them as is. Now, if you're going to use this musk oil as an oil unto itself, then please, by all means, add a carrier oil. Do not pit these oil. I shouldn't have to say this. I don't have to say this to y'all because y'all know better. But somebody listening to this video in video land, they're going to take these oils and try to put these naked essential oils on their skin, and they're going to scream to the high, baby, you can't put essential oils in your skin. You have to have a carrier oil. So with the carrier oil, as always, I'd recommend sweet almond oil, 1 ounce. You got to have a carrier oil. That's if you're just going to wear the oils themselves. And man, it's going to smell so good. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. And yes, it is floral. It is very girly. Now, let's say you have a musk oil. Now, let's say you're going to add this to a really, really beautiful, uh, no, lavender. No. Listen, the thing is, it's, here's how you spell it. Lavender. Here. I can never say it. That's exactly how you say it. It's spelled. It says just like that. Labadin, labdinum. That's exactly how you say it. That's so easy for me. I love that. It's labdinum. But you see how it's spelled. That's so cockamamie. The U confuses me. Why can't I just say labdinum? Because that's exactly how you say it. Labdinum. That's exactly how you say it. Labdinum. Now I can say that. Right? Right. Somebody in video land is to completely no. That's not how you say it. That is how you. The name is right there. It's in chat. Labdanum. Thank you, LA Crew. Now my grandfather won't make fun of me anymore. See the way the LA Crew says it. Hold on. Listen. Look. The way she said. Hold on. The way she says it. That's perfectly fine. Look at that. Hold on. See? Perfectly fine. See? Labdanum. Same thing. It's easier to say though. Anyway, it is a beautiful, beautiful accoutrement, a beautiful essential fragrance that has been added to perfumes and sacred perfumery oils for nearly 800 years all over Europe. It's a major ingredient. That, as well as oak moss absolute, as well as leather. It's just all kinds of things, though, definitely. As well as hay. Now, mind you, one thing I didn't know about. Now, mind you, there is one that's even more pronounced, and this is a hybrid. Oh, I can never pronounce these French names. Hybricius, herb acacius. Ugh, Cyphera recipe. Bare bones of Cyphera cord. This will get you started. Mm. And that has galbanum, galbanum, galbanum. That's how you say it. Galbanum. Well, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna copy and paste it. That way you can see it. Gal denim. Oh no, here we go. Look. See, it's just like labdanum. Thank you, LA crew. Now I won't sound like silly. I won't sound so silly. Where's the other one at that I just put in the chat? There. And see, LA crew, now that one you can say just like the one we had before. Labdanum. I can definitely say that, labdanum. We can say that's galbanum. 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 Oh, I can. Galbanum. Can we just say galbanum? Yes, galbanum. Hey, King Will. I'm trying to I'm trying to say these words. My tongue too thick. I'm too country. Oh, no, say these damn words. I'm trying. I am. Not really though. I'm not really fucking interested at all. I'm trying though. But anyway, we're discussing musk recipes, and these musk recipes are very, very valuable in most intentional oils. Most old school intentional oils, especially from Orleans, especially turn of the century, all of them had a type of a distinct musk as part of the lower base note of the oil, and that's what made them so powerful. Now, mind you, if you take that floral saphir musk oil and you add a little bit of course, orris root, master root, Jezebel root, calamus. Okay, hold on. Denacrete, skullcap. Yeah, you add that. Now, mind you, you're gonna have now you can add those oils to your other oil, and then you add 10 drops of that base oil that's completely pure to your intentional oil. Child, now you have an oil that's powerful and that can get inside his head and melt his brain. And because it's pure and you have thinned out the base oil, well, the base oil itself, what I love about that musk oil, if it's done purely, it'll oxidize all day long. And you know what the last aspect of that oil by the end of the night, well, you know what he's smelling? That musk. That musk will stay on you all. Musk oil, if it's done right, girl, it just gets better the longer it oxidizes on your skin, the better it gets. That's a good musk oil, and that's what you have. Thank you. Pretty much, honey. Mhm. Now that's why I wanted to introduce. Listen, I'll give y'all more later, but I wanted to start introducing that. Hey, my Cafe Demone arrived. It did. Auto say Cafe Demone arrived. We can hear you. Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay, there we go, honey. Hey, say word. How you doing? Hey, Melissa. Hey, Sister Bacon. Sister Melissa. Sister Lena. Sister King. Oh, King Will. Oh, they can't. They can't hear me over there. They can't hear me. The brothers and sisters, because I'm on mute. Hold on. Let me unmute myself. Hold on. Hey, everybody. Hey, say word. Sister Melissa. Sister Lena. Sister King. Sister King. Brother King Will. King Will. Sister Sylvia. Sister Eva Kima. And Sister Asha. Hello, everybody. Listen, come over to StreamYard with me because, child, they keep kicking me out of here. My StreamYard, y'all having fun. Galbaning them, pretty much. All right, now, oh, private chat. What y'all talking about in private chat? Good night, Adele, honey. Oh, King was I can hear you. Very good. Well, hey, y'all, what is going on now? Also, too, uh, keep in mind. Now, here we go. Now, y'all have the base oils to everything. So I want to talk a little bit about musk oils, but also too, since because Sister Ifakima had asked a question concerning intentional oils, especially the dangers of intentional oils. Not necessarily the dangers, but how powerful intentional oils can be. One thing that I like to do with intentional oils, all of my intentional oils that Nana, my grandfather taught me to make. Every single intentional oil that you have, you're going to have a type of protective measure inside that oil. That protective measure inside that oil can be basically this: a little grain of salt. Now, no, it doesn't. I know it doesn't match up to anything, but a little grain of salt means a lot. That means that you lift the vibration of that intentional oil itself. It becomes more of a protective measure. So, in every bottle, for instance, let's say if we have If Nana knows, she's sending that intentional oil on home with somebody who, somebody who likes to stay out of the streets. And she wants to make sure that that gal is protected. Then she's going to pit in, she's going to pit in about half the size of a dime. It's a good size measure of sea salt. That's about half the size of a dime, and mind you, in a 14-ounce bottle, that's not that much. But she's going to put that sea salt and let the sea salt soak to the bottom. Now, sea salt is not oil soluble; it's just going to sit there. But that salt itself, what it does is that it raises the vibration of that oil, or at least makes that oil quite protective. Now, it's not going to do anything to the fragrance of the oil, but it absolutely will make sure that that oil becomes a protective salve. It's still going to do what it needs to do, including, especially if you add it to other intentional oils or add it as a nice base, must base to an intentional oil that has rhyme or reason. It's going to do its thing, but it's also protective. Sea salt has a tendency to be very, very protective and it'll keep you nice and safe. So just keep that in mind. What are the different types of hoodoo, voodoo, or similar spiritual practices? Honey, I'm hoodoo. Voodoo, and they're completely different. Voodoo worships gods and all kinds of other things. Hoodoo, we have our ancestors and the earth. And well, most hoodoo's been practiced by slaves for centuries, honey. Where voodoo is practiced by those who like to be in the church, the Catholic Church, synchronized with them, or what the white folks taught them people. And then you have Santeria, Lakumi, Ifa. There's a whole bunch of other spiritual practices, definitely. But hoodoo is a type of work, is a type of spiritual practice, whereas we have the land and we have ourselves. And of course, we have the church. A lot of us are church going people, Southern people, of course, especially um, Bishop A. Spaces started a whole church that was based around hoodoo. That was called the Church of God in Christ. What's it called? Church? What's it called? Church of God, Kojic Church. That is a hoodoo church. I don't care what nobody say. Most people they didn't forgot that fact. Kojic Church is a hoodoo church. That's how they started. Kojic churches was started specifically because people started to turn against hoodoo people. People that are providing spiritual remedies. People that are making sure that black people were safe, that they were not ill. People that knew how to deal with plants and keep black folks healthy. After some black people got high up in that spiritual religion that white folks gave them, that they started to look down on us, and then it became unsafe for us. We started to lose business. Nobody used to want to deal with us because they were talking down on us, being bigoted, saying we were worshiping the devil, all kinds of other mess, just what white folks wanted them to think. So Bishop Ace Mason and everybody else started a church of their own called the Kojic Church, where we could worship and still hold true to our ancestral practices without nobody having something to say. Now, Theo, do you know anything about oud oils? Oud. They call it the oil of the gods. It's a woodsy scent. I can explain how magical it smells. It said that the oud smells beautiful. Think of musk as a type of oud. That's all it is, honey. So it's a musk formula. They just have a different name for it. Anytime you see oud behind any perfume or any oil, more than likely its true nature is musk. That's all. So sometimes they'll say it's oud because of depending on what it's used for concerning ingredients. And then also too, oud is much more expensive, but it's still musk, honey. It's just musk. Just call it something different because the price point is different. But its base point is a very good musk. That's what that is. Just musk. Now, what are the differences of hoodoo and voodoo? Yeah, just in how people worship and what they worship, what they serve. Definitely. That's all. And that's the difference. Well, we have our earth and everything else and our ancestors. And of course, the Heavenly Father, the anointed Heavenly Father himself. Because we are church going people. Well, voodoo and voodoo, which is the mother of voodoo, they have Catholicism and the Santos and all that going on. They have all of that, pretty much. Mhm. Hi, honey. You're very welcome, Peachy. Very welcome, sweetie. Now, mind you, do y'all have any questions concerning Conjure? Any questions at all? Like Peachy did. Thank you. That was the first one. Maybe y'all have any others. Most of the room. Let's let King Will go. Where you go to? I thought he would go to. Probably left. Mm, you're very welcome, honey. Definitely. Now, also too, when it comes to making intentional oils itself, you have to understand your intention. You know, understand exactly what you want. Now, for instance, if you're going to make a love oil, then you nope, still down. King Will, hey, King Will, honey. He good, 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 good. I thought we had lost you. Very good. You wanted to come up and talk to everybody. You want to come up here? Can you come up here? Because last time your video wasn't working right. There you are. What are you doing now? You are you at work? Are you off work today? Hey, buddy. Now, y'all, King Will is in Clubhouse concerning Thomas Hoodoo. King Will is the authoritative concerning basically everything. I don't know. He knows. If I don't know it, King Will knows it. Pretty much. Hey, how would you describe conjure to a person new to it? Oh, that's such a pretty question. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Peachy. That's a beautiful, beautiful question. Hey, King Will, what's going on? Ooh, do I have to meet you? Hey, Charlie. Nope, on the plantation. Lord Jesus. When they gonna set my brother free? When they gonna set you free, King Will? All right, well listen, unmute yourself when you can.
They'll set me free at some point.
Listen, they need to put you closer to the big house.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, listen. Put you in the big house so you can take over shit.
I'm trying to right now. That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
But we'll talk about that later. That's a whole interesting
Mm-hmm.
spiral down a rabbit hole.
Spiral down a rabbit hole.
Hmm.
Just yeah, because you listen. They need your guidance because you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was told by one of the bosses to go talk to the big boss in the morning. I was like, don't give me no ideas because I ain't gonna hesitate.
I told you you're gonna become the big boss. I knew that already.
I just want to try to do it so soon. But oh well, it is what it is.
Listen, if they need you to become big boss, then that's what you got to do.
Well, shit, it better come with some big money.
Yes, they usually do. They usually come with good money.
I don't know. It's a lot of that, you know, kiss and ass kind of thing. That's not my forte.
Oh no, then who the hell want to do that? Ah,
Oh, well, you'd be surprised.
not I said the treasure cat that swallowed the canary. No.
Hmm.
Now, Peachy asked the question, how would you describe conjure to a person new to it? That's a beautiful question.
Hey,
Conjure, now I'm gonna try to answer it and you can back me up. Conjure for me is anytime you have the skill to present spirit in front of you and tell that spirit where to go, what to do for you or for somebody else. Anytime you have sovereign, so mind you, conjure is such a very big part of a very big part of hoodoo. And it's when you can talk to spirit. I talk to spirit all the time, honey, and have that spirit do exactly It may take some time, and have that spirit do exactly what you need for it to do for you or your client. Now, not all spirits work quick and fast in a hurry. A lot of times, conjure will take place and it will take some time to happen. But you have to feel things take. A lot of times, if you have with conjure, it comes with the interpersonal feeling, that understanding that you know you're conjuring, that you know you're working through spirit. Now, when I conjure, I can feel spirit work around me, and I can feel spirit hit a target. And every once in a while, I'll be given an update like this is changing, and then it'll flow right away. But conjure is literally the sovereign to work with spirit, so that spirit can work with you, literally. Now, in hoodoo, we create conjure circles from the dirt, and we have what's called a conjure dagger or a conjure stick, which is nothing but a glorified spike of a certain wood with the leather hilt on it. We usually keep on our hip, and that wood has been baptized and made specifically for that purpose, to stick inside that dirt to conjure spirit from the ground, from the air, literally to be call that spirit into the circle with that conjure dagger, and have that spirit do exactly what you tell it to do. That's what conjuring actually is. Now, you don't have to do that with just with outside spirit. If you have, you can conjure your own spirit, your soul. If you can conjure your soul, for instance, speaking positively to yourself, to your subconscious. When you speak positive to yourself, it changes your subconscious. That's a type of conjure, but you're doing it more internally, invoking than evoking. Evoking is conjuring spirit outside of you. Invoking is conjuring spirit inside of you. But that also invoking also means mediumship, taking spirit into you, which I don't advise to nobody with good sense in their head, because you could take in some anything. It might be easy to get it in, but it sure may be as hard as hell to get it out of you, and that can create problems big time. Hmm. I hope that answers your question, honey. But how do you describe conjure to a person new to it? Now, King Will, what do you feel?
All right, give me 1 second. Let me walk outside so I can answer this.
Hmm. How old was I when I discovered my gift? Baby, I discovered my gift when I was 6 years old. You see, I I had a hard lifetime. I had a hard time when I was a baby, and I had an abusive parent, and I developed a friendship with a little bit of. I thought he was my imaginary friend named Alexander. Come to find out what I know now, Alexander was the spirit of a little boy that probably lived on that land probably hundreds of years before I did, and was probably had went through the same thing that I went through when I was going through at 6 years old. So when my mama, the last time my mama hit me with that belt, I think it was a extension cord, Alexander grabbed her hand in midair. She ran out that room screaming, and she never hit me again. Alexander, and mind you, I went to live with Mama Alice for some time, and then I went to live with my grandparents for some time. When I went to my grandparents' house in Baton Rouge, I sit down on that couch and never forget it. And Nana kept looking at me and looking over. I could see Alexander plain as day, but nobody else could see him. And I knew grown folks couldn't see him. Some kids saw him, like Vita saw him and Joe saw him from time to time. But I don't think they never thought it was a ghost. I think they thought basically, or spirit, they just thought basically he was just playing tricks on them. But my grandmother saw him. She saw him right next to me. So did. There you go, King Will.
So, for me, how I would describe conjure to a person coming from the side that I come from, or conjuring in itself has very strong, for all intents and purposes, it's what we call on, or what we would call on our side, espiritismo, or being spiritual, or a
Mhm.
spiritualist. Now, in my time so far in Hoodoo and Conjure, there's very strong notes of like we've talked about of Palo Mayombe.
Mhm.
Um, Conjure deals a lot from what I've seen with its ancestor veneration, working with your ancestors, a lot of roots, a lot of herbs, putting these things together to make, beautiful changes in your life as well as other people's life. Being able to talk to, for all intents and purposes, the dead, but in a more safe, controlled environment. Because again, your ancestral altar plays a huge part in this. Um, and there's very similar things, like you described the conjure dagger. We have what's called sometimes it's called a baston, or sometimes it's called palo de muerto, or a stick of the dead,
Mhm.
and it's used almost for the exact same purpose. So an example of that would be if you're at your ancestral altar and you're trying to gain their attention, you pick that stick up and tap it 3 times, then it brings them to attention, and
Mhm.
then you can go about conjuring and putting in whatever work you choose to put in.
Mhm. That's right. That's about right. Definitely. Absolutely. But see, two different traditions are so similar, but we started from the same space because my people come from the Congo, and
Hmm.
that's the mother land of Palomombe. It's the Congo. Mhm. Pretty much,
Definitely.
definitely. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. But that's how we would explain conjure to somebody who's never done it before. It does. It takes some time to understand. It also takes sovereignty as well. And it's not for the weak, it's not for the weak of heart. Because when you learn how to conjure through experience, you have to know what you're doing. You have to truly understand, um, and you have to know how to mitigate spirit. Know who you're talking to, like Daddy say. Know who I'm conversating with.
Hmm.
Mhm.
See, I call that discernment. And
Discernment.
that's something that, for me, I have best gained it from dealing with my ancestors and asking them to help me discern between them and other spirits that I may be talking to or I may be hearing. And
Hmm.
so for me, I ask them for signs.
Hmm.
So by signs, they give me, and it's nothing huge, nothing major. It's not like they start, doing all this crazy stuff. For me, like for example, if I specifically want to speak to my grandfather and I know he's around, he gives me 2 signs, and it's always
Hmm.
consistent. Oh, hold on.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. For my grandfather, when he comes around and we're talking, I always smell a tobacco pipe and I smell
Hmm.
blueberries. Or, and actually, there's 3. If he's really trying to get my attention, he'll call me by my nickname.
Mm. I need to start doing it with Grandmama Ruby, but I don't think she have to do that. I'm gonna start testing her because my Grandmama Ruby, because she's my strongest ally. I just feel up like now, like right now, just calling her. Here she come. I just feel her. She's sitting down on my shoulders. I know it's her. I can see her now. I can see her face just as plain as blue. My Grandmama Ruby also, when I do spirit readings, she's the first one to usher everybody in. She holds everybody in the line. Okay, and she's the one who lets me know who's coming during the day. My grandmama. That's on my mama's side. That's my cat mama. She brings everybody in during the day. She brings everybody in. But I don't. I should have her. I know she loves sweet things. She should tip. Now I'm smelling roses. Here we go. I'm just gonna ask them to give me a test. What do they give me a give me? Now I have one. I smell roses. So that's her. Well, now we have something new. Roses. But with her, because I'm so nosy and I'm a nosy spiritualist, what's a nosy conjurer? I can feel spirit everywhere. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's a beautiful thing. Sometimes it's not. It's not so nice because it's not something you can cut off. Now, what's the difference between left hand and right hand magic, and can you incorporate with hoodoo practices? Well, honey, we already have. It's called someone who does left hand work and right hand work is called two headed. Someone who does them both. Now, mind you, if you do left hand work, that's left hand, and you have some conjure people that only do right hand work, like my grandmother. But my grandfather's two headed, he does both. And I'm more right handed, but my persuasion is starting to change to being more two headed as I get older. Child, I think I'm becoming two headed like granddaddy. I didn't mean for it to happen.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I didn't mean for it. And I'm like, how the hell is this happening? I'm an angel. I'm just a baby. How can like Dad say, I want my baby doing all that. Oh, Willie, don't you teach him all that. And I'm like looking at Nana. I'm like, stop it. I want to learn. Nana would never but Daddy would teach me the damn way. Because she can't control nothing inside the Hoodoo Shack. That's men folks' house. And here she come busting right in. Is you teaching them that mess? And she say, no, she say mess. Is you teaching them all that? Don't. And then she had to drag me onto a hula. Y'all heard my Nana Hula Shack. It's Pepto Bismol pink. And I'm in pink around all the breathing beautiful things of love. Because she does mostly love work, bringing families together, helping ladies have babies, creating babies, making sure conception work, keeping men at home. Love, but she don't do the hateful love spells like Miss Edwards next door. Do you offer one-on-one conjure lessons, or is it about trial and error? On Clubhouse, honey, I try to do as many lessons by experience as I can, and I do that every day free of charge. Every day, just by conjure, just by experience, through readings, mentorships. Now, if you want a mentorship, you can hit that link, and I'll mentor you. But on Clubhouse every day, we always talk about hoodoo and conjure. And if you have any questions, that's free of charge. A little teaching here and there, that's free. I'm always willing to guide somebody where they need to go. That's free. But if you want private mentors, the mentorships are I usually this is how I use mentorships. When y'all want to create something specific, and that's it. And I'll tell you the supplies you need to get. As soon as you get them, call me or book it, and then you do it. Then we're gonna work together to create everything you need to create for the time that need to be created. My father passed away when I was baby. Took care of me before his passing. Should I conjure him since I don't have anyone else to conjure up? Now, that's the thing. I'm so glad you answered it. But another beautiful question. Honey, you don't have to conjure up your ancestors. Now, mind you, King Will, your ancestors are always around you. Now, talking to spirit is a type of conjure. Absolutely, even your ancestors. But from my interpretation, conjure is work. And ancestors, because you carry their blood in your body, they're always around you. But the act of contacting them, it is theoretically, it's conjure. True and true, true and true. But I don't necessarily consider it conjure because you got their blood in your body. Conjure for me is working with a spirit that ain't got nothing to do with you, that will do what you say because either you feed it, he or she respects you, or they're gonna get something out of it. Or they just want there's a vested interest in what you want to get done. They want to see this happen for you, or they want to see it happen for themselves. There's always an agenda. Always. There's always a type of agenda. Either the spirit want to see it happen, or they respect what you say, or you got the power. You just have the sovereignty to make it happen. To make it happen. But there are different types of conjure. A lot of times, folks will have, like myself. I'm building up the type of conjure whereas I myself can send a part of myself into the world to get things done. It's the strangest sensation. Can you drop the link for all your service? Oh, of course, honey. And for Clubhouse, absolutely. I'm in Clubhouse right now. I'll send you a link to the room right now. Hopefully, it's still open. It's probably not open. Hopefully, it is. But Clubhouse treats me so bad. It's, they be kicking me out. Because it's just because of my computer. It can't hold both services. Ouch. Hold on. I'm gonna have to open it right back up. But I'll send you the link to everything. Oh, hold on. I can send you that link tree. Link. There we go. I'll send you the link tree. Link. And then with that away, you'll have everything. Yeah, hold on. There. There we go. No, but definitely. I've never considered conjuring ancestors' work because they're always around me and they're always with me every step of the way. Here we go, honey. Now, this is my link tree. Go on there, you'll find everything you need, including a few free downloads concerning ancestor altars and all kinds of wonderful things like that. Mhm. Now, I don't consider that work, but work for true conjure work is. Oh, now concerning your daddy. Now, here's what I would do. That link tree is going to have PDF concerning a document on how to build an ancestor altar or ancestor reverence space. I would want you to build an ancestor reference space for your ancestors and have your daddy's picture up there, along with the Bible, a rosary, water, coffee, maybe a little liquor, something to make him happy and to make your other ancestors happy. And then go ahead and work with them from there. Now, make sure that that ancestor altar has a white cloth on it. That link tree, there's a free download. It's right there for the ancestor altar. Go there and you'll see it. You can download it from Google Documents, and it'll teach you how to put together an ancestor altar. Hmm. I think that thing is free of charge too. It's free for you. You download it whenever you want to. Hmm. Y'all, it's 11:48. But no, those are good questions, honey. Definitely. Now, also too with Hoodoo and Conjure, you still have a lot of people that are still very scared. I don't know why they're scared of every damn thing, but they scared of conjure. They're scared of stones. King Will was just telling me about a preacher that was talking about witchcraft and hoodoo craft. He didn't say witchcraft stuff. Stones is part of the devil and all this mess going on. These are the same people over 120 years ago that had their towns burnt down. Mind you, our towns are burnt down because we're conjure people and know them clansmen and kluxes. They knew not to mess with us because we mess right back with them. But the Holy Rollers were constantly getting picked on by the clansmen because they knew for a fact that the God that they issued down to them black folks, well, they know what they know. But see, the reason why they didn't mess with us because some of them worked with us spiritually, and we helped them get rid of enemies and adversaries with our work. So they're not gonna mess with us because they know our work works. Absolutely. But first, we have to stop demonizing ourselves. I remember that age. Hold on. Thank you. The big 3-0. Who's the big 3-0? She's going to be doing something strange for some change. Who?
No, that's Otter. Her birthday is tomorrow or Wednesday.
Oh wow, happy birthday, Otter. The big 3-0. I remember that. I remember that age too. That was a long time ago. Oh
Hmm.
my goodness. How old was I when I was what was I doing when I was 30? Acting a fool
Something
and
strange
jumping
for some change.
all the time. And you didn't even need to give me no change to do it either. I was acting strange for change just for glances. Listen, setting a high population in all different parishes. If you had a son that looked halfway decent, but probably soon I'll be jumping on him. Was I a hoe at 30? I was just winding down my hoish tendencies. But all my 20s, I was a hoe. And I was a happy hoe. I was a respectable hoe. And I was a smart hoe too. But no. My thing here, how can you be a respectable hoe? Well, it- it's a thing. I think in my 30s, I was starting to calm down. I said, oh no, I'm tired. I can't be doing all this. My legs hurt. No more twerking for me. No. Hey y'all, hey Sister Asha, Sister Ifakima, Sister King Will, Sister Lena, Sister Melissa, say word. Hello everybody, I hope you're doing fine. Oh, hold on. I was gonna give that baby the link to Clubhouse.
I already put it in there, but I don't see it, but it should be there. I put it on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It should be there.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it through StreamYard, but when I go to YouTube, it's there.
Okay, very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hmm. Peachy said,
Uh,
when you conjure other spirits, is there a feeling that lets you know if the spirit has your best interest in mind?
yes, it is. Now, since you read it, you answer it, and I'll answer right behind you. Show is.
So, what I would say, it depends on what you're conjuring.
Uh-huh.
Um, you got to be mindful because emotions can affect your conjure. And so, I would always suggest that you do conjuring with a clear mind.
Mhm.
But yes, in general, when you are conjuring, and let's say you're doing something good or whatever the case is, there's a certain peace, if you will, and or for me, there's a peace, and then there's this certain, it's like a surge of energy that's like, yes, let's go ahead and get this done.
What happened to King Will?
What
There
do you
you
mean?
go.
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
You
You
can't hear
got
me?
you muted a little bit. There we go. I got
Oh, hateful thing.
you.
Um, yeah, typically when I conjure, I'll say me for example, there's this happy, peaceful feeling. And when things are going the way they're supposed to, there's this surge that's like, yeah, let's get this work done.
Hmm.
And then afterwards, it's like there's a ramp up, and then there's a cool down. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's done. That's good. So hopefully that explanation helps.
Hmm. There you go. When I conjure is a little bit different, only because my conjures always start from the inside. Even they don't end that way because it's dangerous. But I'm always thinking about something because I'm nosy. I'm always thinking about something, how to help somebody, how to get like Sister Asha. I want to conjure to get that thing, make him leave her alone. So the first thing I'm going to do, even if I'm talking about conjure, my spirits are always, my ancestors are always around me, and my spirits are always around me. Now, the spirits that I know that do a lot of my conjure, some of them are ancestors, but a lot of them are not my ancestors. These are spiritual ancestors. They're not blood ancestors. When I was talking about that boy's name, I could feel them around him already. That's the weird part. And the moment I mentioned, because I was getting kind of mad, he's messed up my plans. I could feel a sense of like they're around him already. Now, what they're doing, I don't know, but I know that they're there. Don't know that. Don't know what they're doing. That comes with just a really sharp insight to spirit. Spirit can be anywhere at any time. That's the first thing you have to understand. But when you develop that type of discernment, but this is a little bit more than discernment, it's knowing spirit, it's knowing how spirit moves. And that's something for the longest time, I'd catch it like a bird and I'd lose it just as quick. And it always baffled me. And when I learned to really tap into my mojo and to do what I got to do, so like my busha, because I have my own, in my own clan, we have the sacred serpent. When I tap into the busha and I go ahead and take care of my accoutrements, I can feel it's almost like being connected to something bigger than you. I call it like being online. Since y'all like to use downloads, I'm like I'm online now. And sure enough, like my bush I need to be so because I kind of tore it a little bit. As soon as I put that extra patch of snake skin on this morning, I got notifications all over my phone. Notifications from Twitter, notifications from Smudge Bag to Instagram. Instantly, I'll get those like I'm online. Everything around me starts to buzz. Like there's the physical, what's that called? Physical synchronicities that happen that let me know I'm online because they're interacting with the physical world around me. I know why they're doing that because that my busha is letting me know, okay, we can now interact with the physical world around you. That's for me, but that's because I have a fetish, which is my snake crown. Now she does most of the heavy lifting. I don't have to do much. I just wheel it, and she takes care of the rest. But most people don't have a conjure fetish. But you can make one definitely. But that conjure dagger is like a conjure fetish because you put it in that ground, that becomes your sin, that becomes your sovereign, your voice, as well as your will. If you carry it in its hilt on your left hip or your right hip, you should actually have it on your right hip. That world knows around you that you mean business. So, like I told Sister Asha today, certain things that would affect other people are not going to affect you because the spirit world knows that you ain't to be played with. So go play with your mama, go play with somebody else, but don't complain with me. So some things, and even children or other relatives, a lot of things won't affect them either because spirit knows you can get it off of them lickety split. Mhm. I hope that answered questions. Kind of took child 50 miles to go 5 blocks, but I hope that answered that a little bit. What does the snake represent in hoodoo? Snake represents change, constant change, evolution, understanding, immortality, but the oldest wisdom known to man. I tell folks that are intimidated by it, that feel some kind of way about the snake because of the Bible, which is a whole entire lie. Mind you, if you look at the Pope, there is a major staff, golden staff he carries that has a snake on it. They clearly know the snake means pure power, and it means power and sovereignty over the other animals because there's only one animal that rides on the earth and listens to all her secrets, and that is that serpent. Now, for us, the sacred serpent, if every indigenous tribe on this world has snake magic, from the Aborigines and Australia to many of the Native American or First Nation tribes in this country before the clear people came and started to accost them. All of them, like in some parts of Ohio, you'll find snake mounds. Those snake mounds have been there literally for over 10,000 years. Those ancient people of antiquity knew that there was something about the sacred serpent that was powerful and medicinal. Even the caduceus. We see the caduceus every time we see an amalamps. Sorry, amalans. When you see, Lord Jesus. When you see Nana would laugh her behind out about that. A lamp? Baby, that's not a lamp. I know it, that's open Nana. But you said it. I didn't mean it. It's not a lamp though. It's a thing. Lady, whatever mind. But on the amalances, you see the caduceus, the serpent going up the staff. It's represented medicine. for over 5,000 years, honey. I find it funny that people are taught to fear everything that's around them, but that's only meant to keep them so people can keep you under their thumb. Honey, if I can keep you chasing your own shadow out of fear, chasing away you by your own shadow, then that means you don't have time to look around and see exactly what the hell I'm doing to keep you chasing away from your shadow. Imagine running away from your own shadow. That's just as cockamamie and cross and cockeyed and slew-footed as all mistakes are made of. But that's what people do when they have you fear what is literally indebted to you, what is literally part of your heritage from Africa. But they have a lot of them people too. They're native Africans all over Africa. They gonna hold tried and true into their Christianity, not realizing that it is the detriment of our whole entire demographic of people in that great and beautiful continent. The moment we start going back to the old ways will be the very moment we can tell Europe to get the hell out of Africa and stay out. Well, that's what the snake represents hoodoo. It represents medicine of all kinds. How to tap into your inner self on a deeper level spiritually. How do you tap into meditation? That's up to you, honey. You can meditate. hmm Say Psalms, read the Bible at your ancestor altar. Um, well, you can work with roots, sachets, mojo, juju, spirit bottles, gree-grees, anything, whatever you like. Depends up to you. But I would first start at the, 'cause a lot of hoodoo is about ancestor veneration, venerating, loving, and being dedicated to those that walk this earth before you. You have to understand something. Hoodoo is about reciprocity, but it's also about necessity. At the centermost foundation of hoodoo and conjure, it's all about necessity as well as hierarchy. You must represent those that walk this earth before you, even if they don't no longer have any skin, especially if they don't have any skin. Because there's no other aspect of the spiritual world that has your best interest than those of whom you come from. If they got your back, then there's no place in the spirit world you would not be able to go and prosper and feel safe to do so. Because you have allies that are in the spirit world of whose blood flows through your body, and they love you, and they have a vested interest in making sure that you stay safe and do what you have to do. Mhm. Would you recommend astral projection to send your spirit out to do things for yourself, or do you believe in astral projection? I believe in astral projection, but I feel it's unsafe. I just do. I tried it a few times. One times, quite a few times, I did it involuntarily. But there's too many spirit. If you're not experiencing keeping yourself safe, nope, I don't recommend it. Learn to protect your spirit. Learn to put yourself in a spirit bottle. Learn to create your sachets, your mojos to keep you safe before you do any of that. If you want to do it, let your ancestors guide you. Let them do it. Why are you getting out of your own body? Let them do it. Have them do it. hmm What'd you say, King Will?
Yeah, I would definitely say astral projection is not something to be taken lightly. It requires a great amount of focus, and you definitely need the spiritual protection behind it. Um,
hmm
a good, even though it's kind of an exaggeration of how it is, that movie, The Conjuring, is a pretty good representation of how that can go bad really quick.
Real quick.
If you don't have, so for me, I can do it at will, but again, I normally set myself in the conditions where I know I'm good. So I won't do
hmm
it unless I'm home. And
hmm
my ancestors watch over me because you have to understand when you astral project, your spirit is leaving your body to go and remedy whatever it is you're doing. And the cases that I've done it, it's to help somebody out or to be able to see things that they can't see to help them solve things that they're dealing with. But my
Mhm.
ancestors stand over my body to make sure that what left is what comes back and nothing else tries to intervene while I'm doing so. There
Mhm.
are ways of practicing this, but again, it takes a great amount of focus and attention to detail because you can get lost. And let's say if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, when your soul slams back into your body, that is not a great feeling. And you're going to feel that for a few days.
Mhm.
And the only way I can think to describe that type of feeling is imagine being thrown in a huge washing machine on spin cycle and then tumble cycle. You feel extremely drained, your body hurts, your thoughts become incoherent. It becomes a huge mess. But
Mhm.
luckily, that part you will recover from. The part you may or may not recover from is when you come back, you don't know what else is coming back with you.
With you. Mhm. And there lies the problem.
Hmm.
And there lies the problem. Now, the next question is, oh, I saw this one. What if the Bible is a lie? Why use it in hoodoo? Practice no offense. Oh, ain't no offense, honey. But oh, I never said the Bible's a lie. I said people lie. For instance, me and King Will was talking about this last night concerning stones. Now, stones, mind you, there are preachers that are going to tell you that stones is this and spirit stones is sorcery and all that going on. From Ezekiel, Revelations, Exodus, Chronicles, or Chronicles, there's so many Bible verses talk about the power of stones and how they are literally linked to God. Exodus, Revelations, Job. Oh, child, I can name so many. Ezekiel 28, verse 13. You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was your covering: sardius, topaz, diamond, beryl, onyx, jasper, sapphire, emerald, and carbuncle. Crafted in gold were their settings and your engravings. On that day you were created, they were prepared for you. Revelation, the foundation of the wall, the city adorned with every kind of jewel. The first was jasper, the second sapphire, the third agate, the fourth emerald. Exodus, verse 28, chapter 17. You shall set it in four stones: a row of sardius, topaz, and carbuncle shall be the first row. Stones, spirit, the same stones that people that the Bible that preachers say are the devil's work. But see,
Did they kick him out? Oh, sweet Jesus. No, he'll be back shortly. Um, Another good example of that is when you read the Bible and when you see some of the depictions, the priests from the tribes of Israel actually wore a breastplate with 12 stones. And it said that those 12 stones, each one represented a tribe of Israel. So yeah, it's not so much the Bible itself, it's the way it was written and how it was interpreted. It's just like there's a lot of scholars now that have been able to get their hands on um, missing chapters of the Bible, if you will. And in some of those chapters, they're talking about how Jesus didn't leave the church to Peter, he actually left it to Mary. So I personally haven't done the research into it. I probably need to just to see, just because I'm curious. But from what's been said is that there's a lot of things that were taken out, a lot of things that were edited. One of the debates going on about the Bible now, especially when it pertains to Jesus, is a lot of the disciples were actually after Jesus was around. And so they were writing off of second, third, fourth hand accounts from other people who were around during the time of Jesus. So that's something that a lot of scholars are in heated debate about right now. So I hope that kind of helped to clarify. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Anytime.
That's because at the stage. Oh shoot, I hadn't added myself to this damn stage. That's what was going on. Oh my God. But no, but no, you didn't interpret anything wrong, honey. It's just that, mind you, I had listed a bunch of verses concerning spirit stones and how preachers nowadays teaching that the stones are hoodoo and witchcraft, but it's not. From Genesis, Exodus, Song of Solomon, Revelation, Proverbs, Peter, and Isaiah, there are tons of verses in the Bible that clearly show how important stones are to God and how stones and spirit stones were meant to help us. The Bible never lies, honey. It's people that do. The Bible is a chronological history of a people. And mind you, it's been interpreted in many different ways, up to 17 different times, but it's almost a chronological history of people and how they saw the divine. So too, the Bible is a tupla. It has a lot of power behind it because a lot of people through history have always they have they believe in it, they understand it. It's a thing for them, definitely. So your ancestors love the Bible. So therefore, I always recommend having a Bible on the altar because it is holy in its own way. It has its own beautiful, own wonderful power. Beautiful, very powerful in the spirit world. But also, too, it's a really beautiful way of communicating with your ancestors. And yes, the Bible in itself is a very safe way to maintain that portal space on your ancestor altar. It can be counted on. The Word of God can be counted on to keep things safe. Mhm. I see on your website that you have a mixture of things and bags. how to know what to put together in order to make things work for that certain purpose. That you have a mixture of things in bags. How to know what to put together and other. Oh, those are Grigris, honey. Now, Grigris, that's what I specialize in. And my grandfather taught me. Those are trade secrets. But that's what I'm known for. I teach folks how to make sachets all the time in sachets, Grigri's mojos. But that, oh my goodness. Yeah, but definitely. Oh, absolutely, honey. But those are trade secrets. Yeah, definitely. So no, honey, there's so many examples of spirit stones used in the Bible. Like Lamentations, chapter 4, 4 verse 7. Her princes were pure than snow, whiter than milk. The bodies were ruddy than coral, and the beauty of their form was like a sapphire. Chronicles 9 verse 10. More of the servants of Hiram, the servants of Solomon, who brought gold from Ophir, brought gallum wood and precious stones. These things are always, there's stones and precious stones and all types of beautiful things all over the Bible. And they show the relationship, how these stones were used either to adorn the body or spiritually. And in hoodoo, that's exactly what we do. We tie back into the old way of things, definitely. But people lie, honey, not the Bible. The Bible doesn't lie. People lie about the Bible, but it don't really lie. Now it's misconfigured. Also, to the Bible is it's the Bible. There's certain things in the Bible that are very old, that are very historic, that can be very crotchety, such as telling folks that they should mix polyester or they should mix fabrics or they should be stoned to death, or how it's also very, very misogynistic when it comes to women. Some parts of the Bible haven't matched up to our modern times, but we respect the fact that it's an historical chronicle of time. In itself, it's pure history and it's old fashioned. But it is a big, beautiful tome of wonderful wisdom. It truly is. All right.
Yeah, when you disappeared, I was explaining the breastplate that was worn by the priest.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually called. So it said it was called the breastplate or the breastpiece of judgment. And a little bit of it says this sacred breastplate was worn by the high priest of the Israelites. It's mentioned in the book of Exodus, which says that this breastplate was placed with the Urim and Thummim, which were said to carry God's judgment of Israelite at all times. The breastplate is also said to have contained 12 precious gemstones, each representing one of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's said that it's a supernatural armor that's given to repentant sinners at salvation and helps create. That's probably modern day terms, but it was said to protect the heart and the mind.
And if you look at those 12 stones, that's exactly what they do. I got to start, I'm going to create a gree with those 12 stones. Something's speaking to me now. When you just said the 12 stones, the 12 tribes, I'm gonna create a 12 tribe gree with the 12 stones. One of them is diamond. How the hell am I? Raw diamonds are easy to get. They're cheap. They got a lot of dollar charcoal in them. You can get a whole pound of them for 50 bucks. So we get diamonds. I sure will. I'm gonna do it. I made up my mind. That's a good idea too. Don't you think?
I think that'd be a wonderful idea.
Create
That's
a
gonna
gree
sound
out of
real good.
12 stone, out of 12 stone, and then have gold lame fabric as the gathering outside of it.
Mm.
Mhm. Ooh, I like that. I'm not gonna forget. I don't have to write it down. I'm not gonna forget it.
I ain't gonna let you forget. I'm gonna be on you about this one.
That's gonna be a really good one. The 12 stones of the lost tribes, and call it the Lost Tribe Gree. That's gonna be beautiful. But see, and then use the biblical herbs that are that because there are four biblical herbs that represented God: cassia, um, oh shoot, frankincense,
Myrrh.
myrrh. Oh shoot, blazes. Dang it,
I feel like Solomon seal would be another good one for this.
Solomon's seal, absolutely for power.
Hmm.
Herbs that represent God, God, God. Herbs that represent God. What would they be? List of herbs in the no, 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 no. Herbs that represent God. Hold on. There are not many. There's only five of it. There's only five of them that are still in use today. I know cassia is one of them. Oh, biblical herbs. Here we go. There we go.
And you know
Herbs
what?
that represent.
No, go ahead. I would say a good oil for this one would be the Elohim oil.
Yep, Elohim oil. Absolutely. Herbs that represent God. No. Well, these are biblical herbs, but no, these are not really biblical herbs though. They do represent God, but they're more European herbs. I need herbs strictly from Israel. Herbs only they had access to. I'm gonna do it too. Oh, 12, yeah, 12 healing herbs in the Bible. Here we go. Some of them I'm not gonna use though, like garlic. Oh, yeah, I ain't using that. Here we go. Yeah, we're right here. Aloe is one. Cinnamon, which is cassia, which is the other one. Oh, hold on. Cumin,
Ooh.
saffron, anise, myrrh, cassia, frankincense. Hold on. I ain't using garlic. I ain't gonna use that. Hyssop. What's the other one? Hyssop.
Golden
After
chamomile.
thoughts. Yeah. Cumin, cinnamon, cassia, hyssop, mustard seed, mint, frankincense, myrrh, saffron, and anise. That's it. Hmm. How amazing. Now, three of those herbs conflict with each other. Three of those herbs absolutely conflict with each other. You're not going to be able to use them in the same batch. But now mind you, creating that Elohim oil.
Mm.
That Elohim oil lists those five herbs. Okay, now mind you, everyone, the oldest anointing oil of the Bible. There's only one. Okay, hold on, anointing oil, and we're going to use those anointing. Yeah, an Old Testament anointing oil that's really, truly only one that's been around for over 5,000 years. I listed the recipe too. It's on Patreon. Coronation. What exact recipes? Anointing oil. I got a cute anointing. Okay, here. Anointing of the Holy Spirit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to look for this on my own. But the first anointing in the no, 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 no. Anoint first. Oh, the anointing oils. I didn't put oil. Sorry, everyone. Here we go. I didn't put oils. Now, olive oil, of course, is their first anointing oil, but I'm looking for anointing oil that's actually called, um, it's abedabellum oil. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's, it's, I can never say that name. Oh my God. Oils of the Bible. Here we go. Now, Let's see if this site has it. They should just have the names. Now hold on. Old anointing oils of the Bible itself. Now the I can never say that. Abalelum. No, no. Cassia oil itself, that's cassia oil. Cedar wood oil is a major, major oil of the Bible, used in Leviticus everywhere. Cinnamon oil. Now this is more like it. Cypress oil itself is also used. White fir, frankincense. Now what I would do is utilize just the herbs themselves. Juniper berry, myrrh. Yeah. Now those itself are just raw ingredients. Definitely. But anyway, there is there's an old oil called abralinum. I can never say that name. Aberline. It calls for 5 ingredients. And though it's a true, true tabernacle oil of the Bible itself, I have that recipe. That's a really good idea too. Let's see how it's going to work. Look at the 7 healing oils of the Bible. Y'all, I'm searching on Google. I hope the StreamYard doesn't kick me off because my Google is working hot right now. 7 healing oils of the Bible. Balsam fir oil. All right, we already have that one. I think we're going to look for recipes.
I just found one. This one seems interesting.
Hmm.
It said, "Then the Lord said to Moses, take the following fine spices, 500 shekels of liquid myrrh,
That's it.
half
That
as
was it.
much, that is 250 shekels of fragrant cinnamon,
Yes.
250 shekels of calamus, and 500 shekels of cassia,
That's it.
according to the sanctuary in shekel, and a hint of olive oil."
That's it. That that's crazy. How do you say that name? Abraletum.
I gotta hold on. Let me see if I can actually find the name because without seeing it, I won't be able to say.
There we go. Healing oils of the Bible itself.
Let me see. Where can I find it?
Now, mind you, these healing oils themselves, why they're so important is because they actually give you the ingredients themselves. And we're going to use the dried ingredients for, I'm going to use the dried ingredients for the bouchard, for the grapefruit itself. Hmm. There you go. Hmm. Ain't that something? But no, definitely, definitely. I hope we answered your questions, honey. Definitely. It's really, really interesting.
So her next question was how to know, or wait, did we just answer that one? How to know what oils to use and what it's used for in hoodoo practices.
How to know what oils you use and how to use what oils you use and who to practice. Well, the first oil I'm going to use always is going to use a. Always think about protection. Always protection. Now, whichever oil is good for protection is your protection is your first bet. But there are all kinds of different oils and all kinds of different ways you can utilize those oils. Just keep that in mind. But protection is your first bet. Mhm. So think about it that way. Now, with protection, with protecting yourself, there we go. With protecting yourself, um, just work it that way as best as you can. There we go, honey. Hold on. Now, just a minute. Now, hold on. So I'll just close that out. Oh, arboretum oil. It's abramelin, myrrh, cinnamon, galangal with extra olive oil. And there's I got it now. It's called abramelin. There's abramelin too, which is galangal and olive oil. Oh, okay. There we go. Now I got it. All right, now I'm gonna rush on over to StreamYard. There we go, honey. Oh, hold on, honey. See on the website. Okay, hold on. Okay, thank you, thank you. On the day you said you tried with ISD before you could feel it helped to benefit you, and what purpose would you recommend it to anybody? Oh, what is ISD?
I think she means LSD.
LSD? Oh, I know I tried mushrooms before. It didn't work, not at all. Mm-mm. And how to know what oils to use and what to use for and who to practice this. That depends, honey. That's a very broad question. What you trying to do? First, you have to get to know roots. Roots is your best friend. What exactly are you trying to do? What do you mean to do? Get to, for instance, first love concerning protection. Well, protect if you want to protect yourself. Astralicus angelica, mother sword, rue, yarrow, um, black cohort, sage. Hey, Sister Jamera. Ha! Hmm. But LSD, I've never tried it before. I thought about it, gave it a good thought. I decided not to. Mushrooms don't work on me. They end up looking at me funny.
I was gonna say I know a lot of the people I know in the spiritual community normally gravitate to green goddess or
Hmm.
mushrooms.
Hmm. I've never tried a LSD before, but the thing about it, one thing I'm gonna always recommend, even when you're using marijuana, I'm always gonna recommend that you stay sober and while you do your work. The reason why is this, honey. There are a lot of young hoodoos out there, young witches, young who went into not santeros though, but there are a lot. There could be some, but there are a lot that are in the path concerning esoterics, and they don't really know. They gotta spark up to feel inspired to work to really tap into spirit. But honey, how do you know that that talent you got is not the green goddesses, or is it yours? You got to spark up to feel spirit. You that should be. You have to be able to do that au naturel on your own. I've never advised getting high, working with spirit, because anything can come through. And sometimes when you reach out too much to spirit and you have no control over it, you can bring something back to you, and that's not safe. It's just not safe. But you have a lot of hoodoos on there. So a lot of folks, especially on TikTok, they make these little things. You can tell they're high by looking in their eyes. They're high as kites, doing working all kinds of hoodoo. You're gonna drag your pit, you're gonna catch something. So no, do it sober, honey. Because always keep in mind, if you're doing it right, you don't need anything else. Because you feel spirit. Let spirit and let that inspiration of spirit. Once you tap into spirit the right way, child, spirit is so trippy, you're not gonna need nothing.
I was gonna say it also depends on your ancestors, because some of them might not like that either.
Yep, my ancestors can't stand weed. They can't stand it. They don't like it. I don't like it. Every time I tried to smoke it, I tried. I get too nosy. I'm already nosy. Can you imagine me nosier? Ooh, it's horrible. I can't stand myself. I'm sitting there thinking about something, falling down a rabbit hole. Then I fall down another rabbit hole. Pretty soon I'm stuck. I'm stuck thinking about some shit. So no, honey, no, 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 definitely. Now you find some spirit people that deal with ayahuasca, all natural ways of purging themselves and feeling and really, really dealing with spirit in their all natural way. Ayahuasca and those type of spiritual journeys are highly recommended because they help purge you of they help purge you of your fears of what may be holding you back. But anything other than that, honey, I wouldn't recommend. Hmm. Hey, Sister Mary, you want to come up? Ha! Oh, y'all, listen. If you want the link to come up, I'm going to put the link in the thing. Copy. And there we go. Here, I put the link in the chat. There we go. Now, also, too, because now that does have to be said, because I think it's a problem. I find so, not yet, I'll be okay, wonderful, honey. I feel so many people that absolutely do magic, but they do magic when they're high. I'm not comfortable with that, and Daddy not comfortable with it either. He calls them hop heads, and he said that that's not real true magic. Don't listen to him; he's just disrespectful. But they, but they, he's telling the truth though. But that yeah, no, not good. It's not good for you, not at all. One, it doesn't keep you safe. Two, I'm a really big believer. Again, a really big believer in. I need for you to know that your gift is your gift. Going about doing magic, no matter how well you perform, you need to know that it's your gift that's making it happen, not some herb or some drug. No matter how natural it is, that gift has to come from you, and you have to have confidence in it's your work that's doing it, not under the influence of anything. It just creates more confident work when you're working sober. hmm I also found something too. Plants have energy, especially in root work. Remember, we're root workers. Plants have all types of beautiful energy. So if you're working under the influence of, let's say, Marijuana, old Mary Jane, maybe that's her magic. The magic doesn't belong to you, it belongs to her as an essence. So keep that in mind. Marijuana. The J is silent. Whoever named it that? I don't even know how to spell marijuana. Absolutely. No, so definitely. Listen, if y'all want to come up, you can. Mhm. But thank you, honey. Thank you so much, Peach. I sure do appreciate you. And what beautiful questions, too. Mhm. Now, also, too, keep in mind when when you're working with Conjure, it always when you first start out, it always pays to have an agenda. What exactly are you trying to do? What do you mean to do? Mhm. What are your goals and aspirations? Then also to use the appropriate tools to conjure, like me, for instance. Now, for me to conjure, it just helps me out tremendously. I like hematite on my body. I just love it. I think it's amazing. But most of all, I have a railroad spike surrounded by red and black fabric, then encased in black cobra snake skin. It's pointed downwards on my left leg. I keep it there all the time. The reason why I keep it there is specifically because when I'm taking energy in, I need whatever energy that comes into my space. I need that energy to know that I'm well protected. Is that spike points downward on the left side as you take energy in. Bad energy or bad mojo can't come in. It's just pure raw energy. Pure raw mojo. So this is a good way to conjure. All right, honey. I hope that helps. Now, Manja, do you have any more questions? Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, y'all can still hear me. Y'all almost thought I was on Clubhouse. Thank you. Did I get kicked out? Oh no. No, I'm fine. Definitely. Now, um, what other essence? What other instances concerning conjure is really important? Oh, timing, synchronicity. But also, too, with synchronicity and timing, what I'm always going to recommend, in order to conjure effectively, you have to know what's inside of you, your spirit inside of you, concerning how does love feel to you? How does fear feel to you? Oh, you're very welcome, chickadee honey. Are you very welcome, Peachy? And hey, chickadee honey, how are you doing? Um, how do these energies feel to you? Okay. How does love feel to you? How does lust feel to you? And really, truly, truly explore these feelings. How does sadness feel to you? How does joy feel to you? A lot of times, when you need to, in order to really, truly tap into spirit, you have to understand the spirit that is inside of you, because you have a beautiful frame of reference in case if you feel something um, outside of yourself. Spirit is pretty consistent. Mind you, it varies in different degrees, and there are different spectrums of joy. But we pretty much know what it feels like, just like dread and danger. There are a lot of spirits out there in the spirit world that are not very nice. So when you're conjuring them or you feel them around you, you get that feeling that has nothing to do with you, as if someone's watching you, or as if you're about to be accosted. These energies, because understanding your spiritual alchemy will help you also understand, interpret, and decipher spirit and mojo that is outside of your space. Mhm. So get to know your own energies really, really well. I have a question. Does someone have to feel or believe in herbs and their powers protection for them to actually work? Nope. In fact, I tell folks don't get in my way. Uh-uh. I don't need for you to believe in nothing I do. Just buy it and put it on your body. In fact, do what I tell you to do and stay out of my way. I don't want nobody believing in nothing, because your belief ain't got shit to do with what I do. Don't get in my way. Don't believe in it. Put it on your body and don't put it in your bosom, your titties, and don't even think about it. Now conjure with that little Greek. Send that spirit out and about and don't even think about it. I don't need your faith because it's nope. I don't want it. You know who told me that? AJ said that. I don't want your faith. I don't even want it. What I need your faith for? I got the mojo. You buying it from me. And I said, go ahead on, ain't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, baby. I mean, for a regular person. No, the thing about it, really good, true hoodoo and conjure is about those roots are gonna do what they do, honey. Those spirit stones and those spiritual stones, mojo stones inside that dried conjure, that dried root is gonna do what it's gonna do. Okay. When you add liquor or high john, when you add liquor to the high john, that high john gonna go out and try to do exactly what you tell it to do. And that high john not gonna care whether you believe it or not, just as long as you hold it on your person. That mojo bag that's under your left titty. That's all that high john cares about, that is attached to you. But you don't have to believe in it. I'm gonna tell you something else too. If you have any person that considers themselves a conjurer and they selling you something, and if the key words, I need for you to believe in what I'm telling you. They are snake oil salesmen and they are selling you a bunch of shit. It is what it is, honey. You see, me and my people, we don't need for you to believe in nothing. You buy it, you wear it, and watch it happen. Oh, I think the average people not gifted like you. I think average people are just gifted. I think they are. I'm gonna tell you how I know. My grandmother and grandfather, especially my grandmother, have had a lot of girls in that sitting room working under her, getting taught, learning conjure, learning how to put spirit in that bottle, learning how to put spirit in that sachet, Learn how to read them cards. Learn how to feel spirit from them cards. Learn how to see the truth within themselves and look at someone's eyes and see the same mirror image. Learning how to understand and decipher and utilizing that what's that word? That beautiful word. Dissertation, dissension. What's the word? Dissension, dissertation. What's that word? Discernment. Thank you. See, Grandmama Ruby, she on the ball tonight. Discernment. They didn't come from Hoodoo family. A lot of them didn't come from Hoodoo families because their mom, and daddy, and husband probably don't even know, boyfriend don't even probably know they're there. Probably if they found out they there, probably just have something to say. These ladies wanted to learn Conjure because they knew Conjure was in their family. They knew Hoodoo was in their family, and they wanted to pick up where a few generations left off because they believed in somebody else telling them something, and they want to pick up the old ways. These are regular ladies. One of them, Olivia, I just thought she would never mount up to nothing. I was 14 in Biggity. I'm looking at her. She's stuffing her face full of pound cake and sweet tea. And I'm like, she's just here for the food. Come to find out 2 years later, mm-mm. The child, listen, little Miss Olivia is known for her mean spirit jar. She's another one, big bit of spirit in the jar. Olivia is also known for graveyard work too, as well. There's nobody that can give Miss Graveyard Spirit, if whether they her ancestors or not. She can get a graveyard spirit to do anything she wants. Go up in that paper, Papa Getty, Bell Simone, you open now. So listen, I'm gonna give you a little something. I'm walking your office. Watch behind me. Make sure nothing follow me. Uh-huh. She know how to do it well. Beautiful, beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful work. She was regular, or so I thought. I thought she was just being greedy. Come there once every other week, learn lessons from Nana all day long. She's just here for the food. Nana, stop feeding her. She just eat up everything. My Nana, look at me. Go sit down, mind your business. Go sit down somewhere. Ain't you fool? Go sit down. But she was regular, so I thought. Regular people can learn anything, honey. The thing about Hoodoo and Conjure, everybody got a little bit of Hoodoo in them. Especially if you're black, you got a little Hoodoo. Mm, for sure, for sure. I was listening to that song earlier today, so I was so deep, still interested. Olivia lost the church. Oh, child, I love that song. Yeah, Olivia, girl, she'd come over, eat up all the pound cake, and then Nana would make this old not chickpea, this old lima bean. It was like a lima bean gumbo. It was like a jambalaya because we don't eat meat. It was so good. And but the main ingredients is lima beans. You put on a bed of rice with some mixed greens. It's so good. Here, Olivia, come. This is so interesting, Miss Ella. I love it. And I'm looking at her because she's eating up the whole entire pot. And I'm not going to have nothing left over later. Mhm. You eating up all the food, Olivia. Come to find out years later, that child, it was a major talent concerning graveyard work, jar work, a very good conjurer. Now, probably 20 years later, with her own clients, probably making people's in the lyric and making miracles in people's lives. And all I thought she wanted to do was come on over and eat. No, she was soaking everything in. Now, you can't get no more regular than Olivia, though. She was plain as a grain of rice. But she had that talent inside of her, and I was too young to see it. But I'm not the judge of nothing. Only God can do that. So no, honey. Everybody can conjure, especially if you're black. You just got to apply to it. Now, mind you, some people are much more talented than others. Sometimes God gives us a talent. Now, not everybody has the same talent. There's some people, there's some people in my group, the gathering. Shit. There's one sister right now. She know how to put spirit in a jar better better than some of the elders know how to. They've been practicing for decades, and she's only been learning now for about a year. Child, I've seen that child do things. She's surgical with it. She will snatch your soul out of pit in a jar, but she has the gift. She has the gift. Sound like she had good teachers. She had good teachers. Nana's an excellent teacher. She taught me everything. Her and Daddy taught me everything I know. Now, who taught me mostly everything? Daddy did. I spend more time. Well, I can't say spend more. I spend more time with Nana. Nana taught me how to be patient with people, how to also how to work spirit dolls, spell jars, sachets, mojos, anything dealing with fabric. Nana taught me. Now, Daddy taught me the spirit to pit inside that greenery. Nana taught me the dried root, how herbs work together, how some herbs will fight each other, what they mean, how the personality, the alchemy of pitting such herbs in a mojo bag, how they change the alchemy, how the spirit responds to each other. But Daddy taught me how to create the spirit to pit inside that greenery. Mm, pretty much. Mm, very, very much so, honey. All right, y'all, listen. It is. Oh, Sister Mary, you want to come up? While learning through books or teachers, where does a regular person start at when wanting to learn about this amazing stuff? Oh, you can come over to Timeless Hoodoo. Now, mind you, I have a Patreon that is up. Hey, Jordan, honey. I have a Patreon that's up. That's Timeless Hoodoo on Patreon. Join there. There's everything about hoodoo. I'm about ready to put out a page tonight. I don't care how late I stay up, it has to come out. And that's going to be about pitting the Rose Jericho inside of a spell jar and making things happen. Mm, it's beautiful. Oh no, Thomas Hoodoo. Oh, hold on, honey. I put the link up here. You know what? I know what I'm finding out too. I put the link up here on this YouTube thing. Y'all, I've been getting all kinds of people for Thomas Hoodoo. Now, they join for free members, and I don't know why y'all do that because y'all don't see nothing. But I'm happy that you're there. I'm happy. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for joining. There we go. That's Tom. That is Patreon right there. Now, join Timeless Hoodoo on Clubhouse. I'm on there every day with other learned brothers and sisters, such as King Will himself. When he ain't talking and he ain't working, I'm on. Oh, hold on. By what? Oh, oh, how that happen? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just saw something, y'all. There we go, honey. Now, no, there you go, honey. That's on Patreon. Now, what else? Then come on to Timeless Hoodoo there, and then we also have a Discourse that's there too. Sound like a good teacher. Um, am I a good teacher? I try to be. I talk most of the time. I've been told I'm an excellent teacher. Honey, you know what I do? I just run my mouth all the time. And then in between jibber jabber, you're gonna learn something. It's mostly just jibber jabber. People seem to pick up they seem to pick up things. It's mostly jibber jabber. But no, I'm an excellent teacher, honey. I try to stay on course. But listen, I'm easily distracted. Child, we'll be on Patreon, be on Clubhouse. And Clubhouse is free of charge. You'll definitely learn something on now, Thomas Hoodoo. Baby, I'll be on Clubhouse talking, and then a reading comes. Here we go. But the reading itself, you'll learn something from the reading because a lot of times, a lot of brothers and sisters will have they'll grace us with their public readings, and we learn something from their lives. You're bound to learn something from their honey. You have a wealth of knowledge. It's up, yeah, honey. That I do have. Some nosy. Nothing gets by me. Dad used to say I was too nosy, but now it just benefits me now. You always got your nose in the air. What you sniffing for? Huh? Ain't that what I'm supposed to do? Now, mind you, be complaining if I'm sitting here like a bump on a log in this lawn chair inside your hoodoo shack with my arms folded, lips poked out because you're not paying me enough attention. You sure would have something to say about that, huh, Daddy? But I'm assisting and I'm learning. No, but no, he's always happy, honey. He's always happy. I think my grandparents, um, I think the reason why I learned so well is because I was so appreciative that I had somebody to talk to that understood that I was different. Because I was learning from two people that were just like me, coming from a world where I was ridiculed for my gifts and made to think something was wrong with me. And I was living with two elders, they're everybody's elders, that made me feel accepted. And when a child when a child feels accepted, you feel safe. And when you feel safe, you soak up anything and everything. And you're also grateful. And I think that gratefulness just opened up my heart a lot more because I was so happy to have two people that saw the world the way I did. And like when I told you my nana saw Alexander, the only people that could see Alexander, that spirit that, you know, well, that saved my life pretty much was Joe saw him, Vita saw Alexander, the spirit of that little boy. But we were children. My grandmother sitting on the couch. I was very young, and I felt Alexander. I could always feel him more than I could see him. I could see him sometime, but I felt it most of the time, and just always comforting. And I'm sitting on that old plastic couch, with the plastic covered over, because she had a beautiful blanket over it. So it just sitting there, right? Here come Nana. Brought a friend in my house. I see him, and I looked over at her. I know Alexander next to me, the first adult that ever acknowledged him. Oh, I see her. She described exactly what he had. As though he never wore shoes. Oh, little white boy, tattered overalls. I didn't see him all the time, but she described him exactly like that. She could see him, and I knew I was home. I knew things were different. I knew it. She absolutely saw him. Most adults can't do that, honey. They don't know how. Mhm. But those two did. Daddy never acknowledged Alexander. Nana did. But, 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 I just thought of something. One time I was in the yard and I had learned early on if Alexander's around me to pretend that he's not there. So I'm sitting, oh, I did tell y'all this. I'm sitting in a tree and Alexander's sitting right next to me. And I think my granddaddy did enough. He didn't say anything, but I think he did. He sure did. Because I'm sitting in a tree. Alexander's sitting right next. Mind you, this is the spirit of a child who is my playmate, who I thought was my imaginary friend for the longest time. And granddaddy looked at me and looked at Alexander. He didn't say nothing. He just shook his head and walked off. He looked at Alexander and just shook his head. He saw him. He didn't say nothing, but he saw him. Yeah. So no, absolutely, honey. I wish he would have said something. Imagine what Daddy would have said. I can only imagine. What would he would have said? But come to find out, Branch Village, our apartment complex, was built on an old farm, about 130, 140, 150 years back. And sure enough, they had lost a child, lost two little boys. Now, mind you, that's right. That's if you're in Houston, Texas, that's off of Tidwell and Curry Road. Now, that all that area where that big old underpass, I think it's I-45. We said I-45, I think it is. All that area was all farmland. Alexander's father owned that land, and a lot of it too. It's a long time ago. I think Alexander either got very, very sick, or, but I know he was extremely abused by his father. Mhm. I could see and talk to spirit. I would probably ignore them. I admire that gift. Oh, honey, I can't do it anymore. I can. I see spirit all the time. I see spirit every day. But the way I saw Alexander, the gift of really fleshing them out and seeing them, I don't have that gift anymore. I want it back, but I don't have it anymore. I feel them more. I see them inside my head space. I can see them around me too. But it's not as solid as I saw Alexander or other spirit when I was much younger. I just more so feel them around me. But that's a way of seeing too. If I could see spirit, I hope you write a book soon if you haven't already. I haven't. No, I wrote two books, Blood of the Chronicles, but they're not about spirit. They're about these two conjure boys, conjure men in the 1920s. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually out here in Hollywood, uh, making it into a project. Yeah, that's a lot of fun too. Um, but no, everybody want me to create a book about spirit, and I probably am going to create one when I get extra time, or just make time to create it. Probably have to make time to create it. Me and King Will talked about that last night. If anything, I'm just going to archive. I can't do that either. I thought about that because people have already paid for those archives. Instead of putting in a book, I want something new.
Well, no, but you can touch base and make quick references to that in the book.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good idea. Absolutely. Mhm. Absolutely.
Being silly, but like doing something strange for some change in the spirit world by Theodore Beaulieu.
Why? But I do want to touch on that though. Are those birds?
Hmm.
How late is it? It's 3 o'clock. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Okay.
4 o'clock.
Woo, Jesus, Lord, Heavenly Father. I done talked y'all ear off. It's 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Yeah, everybody, it's 4 minutes after. It's 4 minutes after four here, and it's already 4 o'clock on the East Coast.
Hmm.
I was I was thinking you're a great storyteller movie. Right? Yeah, honey, that's what I'm here in LA for. Building up my sovereignty, building up my pedigree in order to tell this story. So far, so good. People love it. I just got to find the right people. Honey, we could have sold off Blood Brother Chronicles a long time ago, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to maintain my rights as a story, as a owner of this property, and continue to utilize it. I'm not gonna sell it to the highest bidder so they can do what the hell they want with it. Nope, ain't gonna do that. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. Listen, it's 5 minutes after one. I'm gonna go to bed. It was wonderful speaking to everybody. I had so much fun, and thank you so much for your time. So, y'all, I am going to make sure I put all the links in the link below. The link below, and what else I'm gonna do? Do I have anything to eat?
How did I
No.
know that was coming?
I have no snackies at nighttime. I'm gonna go out and get some. It's too late, but I don't give a damn. But see, I've eaten already. I want some cold cereal, and I don't have any, and I'm upset about it.
You know, I heard they discontinuing Raisin Bran. I was like, oh damn.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I've been to a couple of stores now, and they all got it at a discount. It says discontinued,
Why would they do that? That's
being
hateful and
hateful.
evil.
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh well. The hell?
That's my
Wait,
favorite childhood cereal too.
I love Raisin Bran when I wasn't eating the sugary cereal.
Hmm.
They better
And
not discontinue Captain Crunch. I will burn
oh
General
lord,
Mills the fuck down.
you know what? You can have you. Listen, you keep your Captain Crunch. I'll keep my Raisin Bran. I can't stand Captain Crunch.
You know who else couldn't stand Captain Crunch? Grandmama ate Captain Crunch one time. She said, "Oh Lord, it's like eating glass." I have never heard of anything so awful in my life. Captain Crunch
Mm.
is not like eating glass.
You
She
know what
said
it
it
is?
cut the roof of her mouth.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I think they changed it up because back in the day, the little square puffs used to actually have like corners, and then I think they started over the years. They kind of found a way to soften those up. But for me, it was the flavor. But then again, that was like every day for breakfast before you go to school. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and take my chances on eating school lunch. I'll be all right.
You didn't. You really did like it. I love the flavor of old Captain Crunch, and I hate how it tastes. Well, I don't hate it, but I'll still eat it. But it's not one of my preferred. I'm gonna go get cereal tonight. I'm gonna go get cereal. I want it. I hope I have milk. So I can't have cow's
I'd
milk.
rather
I
eat
have
regular
coconut.
Cheerios.
Regular Cheerios gonna taste like cardboard.
I'd rather that than Captain Crunch.
That's strange.
Actually, I'm lying. I'll take kicks before anything.
Kix is nice. I like Kix.
Hmm.
Kix is
That's
really
another
good.
childhood favorite. Had little
I'll eat
Mikey on the
that.
front with those big ass glasses.
I love Kix. Kix is good. Kix is really good. Kix. What else? Okay, I used to eat Kix, honey bunches of oats,
Hmm.
raisin graham. Oh, not raisin. Graham. What's it called? Graham cracker. What else?
Raisin bran.
Raisin bran. Raisin bran was delicious. I love, especially when they added. I used to get raisin brands. My uncle Garland, he used to like it too. He used to put extra raisins in it.
Now they
And
actually sell it that way.
with the extra raisins in it, yeah, they do.
Yep.
They
They
do.
even have one that has crazy cranberries in it.
Oh Jesus, wait, no, I've never seen that before. I want it now, and
Oh,
now
it's
and
delicious.
they're gonna discontinue it. That's some bullshit.
Hmm.
Um, and then what golden grams? I love golden grams so much. Golden grams is my favorite cereal.
It used to be until they came out with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But once I got my hands on Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it was over.
Cinnamon toast crunch tastes like slimy toast. No,
No, no,
it
no. So
gets
you got to eat it before it gets to that process.
it tastes slimy,
Yeah, if it sit too
like
long,
sweet
it's like a
okra.
no, no. Their Frosted Flakes is the other one.
Frosted Flakes is good. I love Frosted Flakes.
And actually, for a limited time, I can't find it no more. But Cheerios actually had a banana flavor that was really good.
Oh, they did. I tasted it too. They had it for the longest time in New York. I really loved it.
Hmm.
I really, really loved it. And they stopped it. They really did stop it.
Yeah. Then they brought it back, and then it disappeared again.
But listen now. Now they have a chocolate Cheerios now.
No,
I
I'm
haven't.
good.
I haven't. You don't like it?
You know what? Chocolate cereals are a hit or a miss.
That is true. That is very true.
'Cause it's just like Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp was good at first, and then it was like,
I like Cookie Crisp though. It's too sugary though, but I love it.
it's good, but so those for me, those are those type of cereals that are classics that you eat once in a while when you want the nostalgia. But to
Hmm.
sit there and like, oh, that's my go-to every day, no, can't do it.
What would be my go-to every day? Corn pops or
Oh,
golden
is it
grams.
Corn Pops?
Corn pops.
Yes, Corn Pops are really good. And then
Corn
they
pops are
came out with the
delicious.
bootleg hateful version with that damn frog. What do they call it? Smacks?
I thought they were roaches. I can't stand it. That's the only cereal I will never eat. Is the what do you call it? Golden smacks,
Smacks or
sugar
some
smacks. It's
craziness.
called sugar smacks.
No, mm-mm,
I
not
will
us.
never. When they get wet, they look like roaches. I will never eat all that. But no. And you know what? I got that way because my cousin, Theo number two, is so evil. When we were young, I was having golden smacks at his house with his mama, and they had roaches real bad. And Theo said, "I put some in your bowl. He gonna make me eat it." I thought forever I had ate a roach, and I was so mad.
Oh, see,
I
no.
was crying. That nigga
Jam-
traumatized me.
Jamila said chocolate Cheerios are really good.
Is chocolate Cheerios is they really good? They're okay. Cause I've been trying to. Oh, child. Hey, honey. Chocolate Cheerios is delicious. Uh oh. What happened? Uh oh. What the hell happened? Uh oh. Oh, I'm here. Oh, chocolate Cheerios are good, so good. You should try it. Okay, really, really good. I'm gonna get it then. Cause I see them at CVS, and I've been looking at them and thinking about them and plotting on them. But I've been circling around them like a shark, and I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them tomorrow. That will be my new cereal because I love to have cereal during the nighttime. I really don't want anything else. I really don't. At nighttime, I don't like to eat. I don't like to eat heavy. I like a cold cereal and like a little like a banana or well, usually a banana, and then maybe something nice, cold and creamy. I don't like anything heavy at nighttime. I don't. I'm not really cotton for it. So chocolate Cheerios is what I'm going to get. Child, how amazing! But I'm gonna tell you something. Them old cheap cereal, because my cat used to get them all the time. Well, they had the them damn sugar smacks with the frog on them. That's just blasphemous. They need Jesus who have created them cereal. They hate kids. I'm shocked. I'm pretty sure of it. They don't like children. That's why they created them to traumatize children. That's exactly the reason why they created them. Because that's exactly what my little cousin did to me, traumatizing the hell out of me. All right, y'all, listen. It is 13 minutes after 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. Everyone, I enjoyed my conversation. I hope we learned a little bit. There's a lot of jibber jabber. I had a lot of fun. But coming on next time, probably early in the day, like on Clubhouse, I do want to bring the lessons from Clubhouse over to here. The same lessons I have on Clubhouse concerning conjure, hoodoo, remedies, lessons about different oil recipes, dried root recipes, mojo sachets, all things in root work, all things in conjure and understanding. I want to bring it here throughout the day. I also have to start scheduling rooms so y'all can get a heads up. I don't schedule rooms in Clubhouse either, and I usually forget to do that. But I'm going to be much more um, strategic here in Clubhouse. I'm sorry, here in StreamYard, as well as streaming all across from everywhere else. Be much more strategic because I want to get the information out to as many people as I can. Because if you're teaching, or instructing, or just being an ally concerning hoodoo and conjure, um, the more people that hear, the better, the happier people are because now they have a tool that can help them in their lives and help shape their lives to the way that they want their lives to be. And at the end of the day, that's what Hoodoo is all about, giving you the tools you need in order to shape your life the way you want your life to be. Pretty much. Oh, listen, it was awful. The sugar smacks. It was some bullshit. They just hateful. I know, honey. What other cereal traumatized me? That was it. It kicked me down backstage. I was wondering where you went. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you back up.
I'm just sitting there running away, just sitting there chatting off. I'm like, all hateful.
Listen, now you know how I feel with Clubhouse. I'm just, you take somebody, usually you, Mira, or Sister Asha hit me on the phone. You're not here. We can't hear you. That's a whole damn hour of conversation, or no, usually 30 minutes of conversation I done had just talking to
Yeah.
myself.
Uh huh.
No, but seriously. Now, oh, child, this whole cereal talk. Now I'm going to have to go out and get some cereal. I don't know where the hell I'm going to go because everything closed.
You
There's
ain't
no
got nothing
convenience stores
24
open.
hours around you?
Hell no. Not in this
Oh,
neighborhood.
sweet Jesus.
There's some bullshit over here. But I bet you they got 24-hour crackheads, though.
Hey, listen, like, listen, you go get me this cereal, I'll give you $2.
I ain't trust them niggas with my cereal. They may eat them. I have to inbox you to have some info you'll be interested in. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, hold on. Listen, to inbox me, send it to Evolve the Trilogy at gmail.com. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there. Evolve the Trilogy at gmail.com. Mhm. And thank you. All right, everybody. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time. It was amazing. I want some cereal now. See, you know what Spirit Grandma was telling me the whole entire day. Baby, get you some cereal. Baby, get you some cereal. Get you some cereal. Baby, get you some. I never paid no attention to her. She was on me literally like white on rice. And now here I'm sitting, my fluffy face, no cereal. I could have avoided this issue, but I didn't because I didn't listen. Now I gotta go trudging into the night looking for cereal like a crackhead in the streets for cereal. Because do the 7-Eleven stay open late at night?
7-Eleven's open 24 hours.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Will they let you in?
Yeah. Unless you listen, if you come across a 7-Eleven where you got to get buzzed in, it might not be the 7-Eleven you want to go to.
Oh
I
hell
ain't
no.
never heard of that before.
I have, because especially around here with all these crackheads, they have to buzz them in. That is so true. I know where to go now. I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven, but that's a good little walk though. I don't care.
That's all right. It'll be well worth it. While you at it, get you a cup of coffee too.
No, then I'll be up all night long. I want to go to bed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot. Coffee actually has an effect on you.
It really does. It used to not to. It used to not. Now it does. You remember when I used to be able to drink like 5 to 6,000 cups of coffee? I've cut
Mm-hmm.
down to two. Now
I'm gonna
that
have
I'm
to.
now that I'm that didn't take long.
I'm gonna
That
have to
didn't take
call
long at
Daddy and
all.
tell him you shaming them in these coffee streets.
It's horrible. Daddy sure would have something to say. Oh, you can't hang. I'm like, what you know about that? Listen, Mr. 10 cups a day. Them old, listen, coffee cups all black on the inside. You got to bleach them to turn them a little bit of pleasant looking.
No,
You know,
listen, leave that cup
you
alone.
know.
That's seasoning.
Uh, that looks awful. Oh, it looks so bad. We bleach them. Me and Nana will bleach them at least once a month, and they still don't get right. Y'all, my daddy has five. He has like 12, 13 coffee cups. They're all black on the inside. They're clean, but it's the coffee that's stained through the enamel.
Mm-hmm.
Where my cup at? I'm like, can we give him new ones? Then it's like, you can try. He not gonna use it. I got daddy a black coffee cup that was so pretty. He looked at it, drunk his coffee out of it, and then I watched him politely knock it on the ground and break it. Oh, did I do that? I'm sorry.
See,
I saw that, daddy.
see, I
You
might be a
did it
little bit more of a
purposefully.
savage. I'd have looked at it, but that sure is a nice cup, and then grabbed my cup and poured that shit right in my cup and kept it moving.
She's gonna say he broke it. I saw him do it, and then go look at me. Did I do that? Yeah, you did that. I never bought him another coffee cup, and that coffee cup literally had the best dad in the world.
Oh,
Mm.
I got four of those, and those are the only cups I use.
I didn't appreciate that at all. I really did. It was a pretty coffee cup, but I'm not getting nothing else. Oh yes, he got a coffee cup. My wife rules everything. He loves that cup so much. It's chipped on the edge of it. Daddy won't let it go.
Nope.
Oh my God! Listen, for Christmas, I want to give. You can't get him anything. You want to get Daddy some? Give him money, because all they're gonna do is put it in those cigar box and message shack and squirrel it away.
You know what? That cup come in real handy too. You be
Hmm.
like, Willie, why are you back here? Just take a sip out of the coffee and show the words. Like, mm-hmm.
Oh my God! You can't get him nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, y'all. It's 1:21. I'm gonna go wrestling to World Against Exterior. I may not go out too late though. It's too late, and I don't feel like wrestling with the crackheads. No, I'm gonna stay inside. Not that I'm saying scared as shit. I just don't feel well. I don't feel like walking down there. Ooh, I could actually have them bring, but to see the post no Postmates, they're not open, and they would charge you $20 to bring you a $6 box of cereal.
No, see, that's what you do, right? Download the 7-Eleven app
Yeah,
and then place an order through there, and they'll bring it to you.
7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, I'm gonna do that too.
They do it all the time here. You see them in there standing in line. I'm like, man, y'all holding up the line. I'm thinking they buying something. They just picking up orders.
The 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, they don't started something. Listen, there
You
it is right
you can
there.
go get you a whole cheese pizza right now.
Yep, that cheese people is nasty as hell.
You got to get it fresh. That's why.
I tried it one time. It's disgusting. But but they have the taquitos that are just cheese and peppers. Really good.
Oh,
And
the
the
bathroom
coffee's good.
runners.
Ooh. But their coffee is good too.
Uh, see, they just stepped their game up, right? So you got to know the timing to get the coffee, or you got to specify you want it out the machine.
Yeah.
'Cause they got that little machine now where it actually grinds the coffee beans per cup. That's the good.
Mm. Mm. I like you know what I like the coffee is good. Y'all, King Will
Oh
got me on the
Lord,
7-Eleven app.
got to pray for Jamila. She says she live in a small beach town. They ain't got no 7-Eleven.
Uh-oh.
Wow, sad times. Y'all gotta have something there
Ooh.
though. Y'all gotta have something.
See, look, they got order on here.
See,
Cla-
told you.
Ready to take convenience to the next level. Get 800 points when you register. 7-Eleven got you covered. Skip the line with mobile checkout. Purchase. Okay, order all your favorites for delivery or pickup. How much they charge you to deliver?
Oh, don't get me to lie to you. It's only 5 minutes from my house, so I just drive there.
It's about 5 minutes from my house too.
I mean, it should only be a couple of dollars at most.
That's not bad.
Mm-mm.
Oh, hold on. They already sent the number to me. Oh, hold on. I put the number in. There we go. I got a code. All right, here we go. Oh, this is an easy setup. They're just zooming through everything. Now, hold on. Did they send me a code through email? They sure did.
Mm-hmm. And then you can turn around and redeem them points for things. You get like a free cup of coffee, free donut, free pastry.
Oh, oh, okay, hold on. There we go. You just sent me a damn code. Shit. I'm doing the whole process all over again. This is some bullshit. Hold on. They
All
just
good
sent
things
this to
require some
me.
work.
They just sent this to me. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if they do this again. I never knew 7-Eleven delivered. I had no idea. This is amazing.
Yeah, they just started it not that. No, let me think. I want to say maybe a year and a half ago when they started doing that.
This is amazing. Okay, I'm waiting for my code again. Hold on. Oh, here we go. 7622. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Choose. Okay, hold on. Haha. Very good. Now let's see if they have me seen the ghosting. Yes. Thank you. Oh, damn it.
You done messed it up again.
No, I messed it up again. 39782. Oh, the hell? What the hell? Uh-uh. See, Spirit don't want me to have no cereal. Spirit don't want me to have no cereal at all. You don't get no cereal.
I'll be damned.
782. Oh my goodness. 782. Okay, continue. There we go. I typed in the number this time. I just sent the number, damn it. They going oh Lord jeez, they gonna do it again. Now verify the code they gave me. Yes, cancel. Oh Lord Jesus. You know what? I'm sick of this app. I'm sick of it. I'm getting out of it. This app sucks.
Patience is a virtue.
It is not a virtue. Fuck this app. I'm sick of it. Now I'm gonna try my number. They said my number works. I'm gonna see something. Now I gotta verify the code. See, you know what? 7-Eleven is acting janky. They done sent this number to my phone for 5,011 times. I'm not messing with them no more.
Probably saying you really want to order from our location.
You know what? It's probably because of the crackheads. Now they done sent this 3 times. They done sent it to my number. This is a trick. Bye bye app. I ain't gonna use you any damn way. Get off my phone, 7-Eleven, janky ass. But you know what? I appreciate the effort, King Will, Brother Will. Another thing, another app on my phone that would never get any use is that Ghost LSLS. It
Why
was a
not?
great thought while it lasted. I do not want to be creeped out. No, I don't want to know any ghosts up in here. And I'm a whole spiritualist. I don't want to know.
You know it's
I don't.
crazy. I use
I
it
don't
at
want to know
work.
no damn ghosts up in here.
Uh, I done
Hmm.
fucked around and used it at work, and there's so many of them here. I'm like,
Oh, Jesus Lord. No, 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 no.
Yep. One was just stretched out on a pallet. I'm talking about laid back, had its arms behind its head. I'm like, what the? I'm like, okay,
Oh my God. And what are you going to do about it?
not a damn thing. It ain't bothering me. You stay right the fuck where you are.
Oh God. Oof. Uh-uh. You
I
know what
get
I did?
paid. I get paid to be a supervisor, not a supervisor and a spiritual cleanser.
What the hell is it doing up there for?
So I've heard stories that there were at least 2 people that passed away in the store.
Okay.
So maybe one of them out here still working. I mean, you don't say nothing. You just be
Ooh.
sitting there lounged up. I'm like, okay, I see you. What do you want? He's like, nothing. I'm like, all right, well, back to work I go. Mhm.
Oh, you know what? That could be the thing. So he all, oh wow.
I find that happens more often than not. When I see them, I'm just
Yeah.
like, what you want? Nothing. I'm like, all right, well, back to work I go.
Why are they there then?
Listen, again, I don't get paid to ask these questions, so you stay the hell out of my way. We good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
the other ones they just kind of walk around. I'm like, uh huh.
Hmm. The only thing. Hmm. Mm-mm. Ooh, that's creepy as hell. Thank you for reminding me once again for making a good decision. Oh
I'm
hell
pretty
no.
sure that's the one that be fucking with me while I'm out here on my break. Start smacking them, start smacking beans and shit. I'm like, what do you want?
He trying to get your attention.
You got my attention. What do you want? Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. You just want to be acknowledged. All right, I got you.
Nope. No, thank you very much. I
Hey,
don't want to
listen.
be bothered.
Hey, listen. You never know. I might be the one to save my life one day while I'm at work. By
That
all
is
means, you
true.
you want to hang around? By all means, be my guest.
Ooh. Hmm. Well,
It's funny 'cause I told my one of my employees we were talking about it last night, and he was like, "Do you see spirit out here now?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can you make them come forth?" I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "This ain't no this ain't no parlor trick." Like you leave them right where the fuck they at.
they're always doing that. Can you make them come forward? Can you?
Oh
Can
no,
you
I
make them
mean
come forward?
he's still learning. You know, he's starting to walk the path. So, but I'm like, it don't work that way.
Mm.
I'm like,
I have a hard time when people are, expecting little magic tricks to happen. Conscious code hoodoo is not about magic. It's not about entertaining people.
oh, they don't know no better. I mean, it's exciting for them because they're like,
I
oh, I
do. I
want
know
that. I
better.
want to see that.
I tell them no better. Tell them go ahead, go the hell off. Get out of here.
hmm
Hoodoo is not a magic trick. It is literally about match. It's literally about survival.
I can make it a magic trick. Fuck with me the wrong way. I'll promote you to the upper room.
No, then it's magical.
Like, what
Why'd
happened?
you up here?
See?
Well, I got a Will's bad side, and
hmm
hi Jesus.
You like those TikTok memes. It's like, well, they talk about how to deal with the police, and then you got the kid who pull his wallet out real quick, and you hear the, oh.
Hmm.
And he's like, wait a minute, how I get here?
Mm.
But no,
Child.
he's like, I'm like, listen, I was like, you leave spirit where they are. If
Mhm.
they don't come to you talking to you, you leave them right where they be.
Leave it right where they be. Absolutely. That's what I believe. Definitely.
hmm
Hmm. Yeah,
Now,
that's
unless
exactly what I believe.
obviously, if they need help or they need some type of guidance, it's different. But if they ain't bothering nobody, you don't bother them. Just let them go on about their business. You go on about yours.
And you
That's
leave
it.
them alone and leave them
hmm
be and leave them be. Absolutely. I'm a big believer in that, definitely. But I'm used to feeling them around me. Everybody that the SLS camera, it's an app. It's actually an app that you can get for your iPhone or for your Android.
Use it
And
your
I
own risk.
oh Lord Jesus, if you
Use
really
it
want
your
to be
own
creeped,
risk.
you want to be creeped out. I
hmm
got it, and I loved it because I can validate. I'm a conjurer, so I use my hands to move energy around me and to move energy out in the greater world. And I felt, and I could see it was very interesting to see energy leave my hand and a conjurer. I thought it was amazing. Man, I started tapping around here on this phone using the SLS camera and the hot spot all around. Man, I bet you if I take it out now, I'll see ghosts everywhere. They're old crackheads. They don't know that they're dead.
And you see, I just did it. And there's one sitting right next to me.
Oh Jesus, sweet Lord. See, that's what you get.
I felt it, but I said, let me take a peek. I'm just sitting here relaxing. I'm like,
The
okay.
hell? Don't know. Hell no. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna use the camera. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna see what's downstairs. I bet there's a bunch of stuff downstairs.
Oh, I'm
I,
pretty sure.
but you know what? This hot spot I'm staying at now, it's so copacetic. It's so, and I'm so grateful for it. But it has to have spirit in it. Like I'm talking about them now. You can feel them. It has to. I think the whole place is spiritual because it's old. It's been here since the '60s.
Hmm.
Hmm. All right. Well, listen, y'all, be good. I'm gonna go about my business and pretend like I got some business, and pretend like I got some sense, and go to sleep. But before I do that, I gotta go ahead on and publish this Patreon because if not, there ain't nobody gonna wait on it any longer, and I'm gonna feel good about myself once I do it. But y'all, listen, be good, take care of yourself. I love you, and thank you so much for your time, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye, King Will. Thank you. I love you. Thank y'all,
Love you
everybody.
too,
Thank you.
Theo.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank
night.
you. You have a good night. I'm not getting no serious. I'm sure the hell not gonna cut on that SLS camera. No,
You know
I
what? I'm
like.
gonna do it and send you the pic. I'm gonna send you the video.
Send me the video. I'll live vicariously through you. I'm not. No, no. That's your problem.
It don't bother me one way or the other.
Listen, put that spirit to bed and send it into the light.
Nah, I guess I could do that.
Send it into the light. But yep, nope. I ain't bothered with it. It's not my problem.
Nope.
Have a good night, brother. Y'all be
You
good.
too.
Take care. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Thank you again.